time for a house call.
Well, since you asked so nicely. I knew you'd miss me.
The pleasure is all mine.
Mind the side effect.
Right now, emerge, right here.
Bitter pill to swallow.
Shower me with praise!
I don't know if anybody's in the stream right now, but something near me just made a loud as hell noise, scared the hell out of me, so that's why I just gasped. If anyone is here yet, that is why I just freaked out.
Emerge, right here.
Miscalculated.
Oops. Did I just start like a quest? I didn't mean to do that. Nope, that's a commission, okay. I literally don't care. Sorry, I'm trying to, if anybody's here, trying to get everything set up properly. Hey guys, there you are. Sorry, I know I sound like dead right now. I had a rough AF day at work, so I'm trying to like get myself into normal me mode. Shouldn't take me too long. I hate this commission though, so. Did I even get the thing? I did. I'm so freaking bad at this commission. I don't think it's gonna hit from way over there, yeah. Okay. I hate this commission so much. I don't even know anything about them yet. The Melusines, or however you say that, because I've not done like any of the quests, so I don't even know what they are. I mean, I guess I have. I've done 4.0 quests and then like part of 4.1, which I need to finish 4.1 today. So I think I'm most of the way through it.
Add Astra.
I hope you guys don't mind that we have to finish that first.
Add Astra.
I do not have as much time for Genshin as I wish I did. Okay, let me finish this and then we'll go really quick. I don't know why it's putting them at the short span, whatever. Okay. So let me go see. Yeah, I know. The ones where you can just do stuff to get it, but a lot of the time for me it's just easier to knock out the easy commissions. I don't know why I just wasted my time doing that one. I hate them. What am I doing? Oh, Archon quest. That's right. Sorry guys. Give me like a few minutes and I promise I'll probably be back to my normal self, but work literally kicked my ass today. Just very mentally draining. Okay. I think I should be like at least more than, oh. Am I not allowed to be spotted? I don't remember what I was doing where I, okay, so I can't get caught.
Careful. We'll get in trouble if the guards catch us.
Can I just go this way? Yes. Ah, fuck. This guy is actually a watchful guard. Normally in Genshin they don't pay attention. But you can't see me from right here. Interesting. Ah! How do I get around her? Do I have to go this way?
This should be the place.
Where? Oh. I hope I'm not like too far from being done with this. I'll feel really bad if I said I'm doing 4.2 and I'm not.
I know you. You were the
Look
one
at our
who
little
said-
lizard feller.
Huh.
Look at him, he's just hanging
You got
out.
guts showing up here. You know who we are, right?
You'd better leave now. Ain't nobody coming here to save you.
Ain't nobody coming here. Oh, tough guy.
What you say? Yeah. So what if they were? If you push us, we can
He's
make
like,
our
I will
dreams
eat you.
reality at any time.
Hey, what's the point of all those rumors anyway? What exactly are you trying to do?
I agree, I
don't
love
tell you
Fontaine's
anything.
music.
If you
It's
turn
also
around,
beautiful.
Go back to the dormitories and act like you never saw anything, then I'll pretend that you never showed up here.
Bitch.
Yeah, scram. Nothing worth seeing here. Huh? What did you say?
Isn't that exactly what Boss said when he left?
Hey, do you know our boss? Oh, we had no... So, did he have you come here to find us?
Oh, so your child's crew here? Seems like he had no problem fitting in.
We're the only ones who heard him say those words when he left that night. So unless he somehow told you those exact same words after that... All right. I guess that's proof enough for me. I believe you.
Is it loud enough? Can you guys like actually hear the game and the dialogue?
We gave him the business for a while and always give him a hard time when he first came to the Fortress of Maripede.
I want to make sure
Yeah,
you
the
can't just like
fortress,
hear me breathing
strong
while I
and
watch
always
it.
earn respect. He was working the longest hours and racking up wins in the Pancration Ring. You could always see how amazing he was, even when he was teaching us a lesson. So eventually, we all decided to follow him.
It's
Why
good.
did-
Okay, cool.
He suddenly told us that he had to find a way to escape this place, no matter the cost. He said it was because he heard that call again. And as his crew, if If the boss wants something, then it's our job to get it done. So, we got to work and used the hidden rules that were here to make up and spread the rumor about the cannibal rule.
Hey, Lula.
Just wanted to give him a better chance of escaping on a night after the pipes had been cleaned.
Oh, thanks to your rumor, nobody would want to come anywhere near here, prisoner or guard. Wow, it sure is easy to exploit people's fear of the unknown. But has a child already escaped? Why are you all still coming here after pipe cleaning day?
Because as far as we know, the pipe he went into isn't actually an exit. It should be a dead end. It leads to an abandoned factory area.
Ooh.
And even if there were a way to escape from there into the sea, we're still way too deep. No one could ever reach the surface alive. But Boss still insisted on going in. It's like he was obsessed about it. So we told him that we'd pretend as if he never existed while he was gone. And that if he wanted to come back, he should wait for nighttime on a pipe cleaning day. That way, we could meet him here.
I like how that lizard is still just hanging out. He's just vibing, you know?
So you come and
Part of the
wait
team.
here through the night a few times a month just because of that promise?
Yeah, but it's been so long now. We already know in our hearts that he must have managed to escape somehow.
Is it also possible that something unfortunate happened to him?
Nothing could ever defeat
He's
Boss
not
or
dead,
slow
right?
him
I mean, like, I
down.
definitely
One
would have
thing we
seen
know
some
for
kind of
sure.
spoiler if he was dead.
Okay.
People would not be able to shut up about it, so there's no way.
Brainstorming possibilities.
The story getting darker, yeah. I'm okay with that also. If it keeps the story interesting. Okay.
All right. Keep quiet and follow us.
Looks so pretty under here.
The way up from here has been sealed off. It's Boss left by going down from here. It wasn't full of water at the time. Later, we came back hoping to have a look. That's when we found out it had been completely flooded. It's impossible to navigate unless you're an extremely skilled diver.
Wow, what a coincidence.
Child got trapped by the water?
Not likely. We all know that Boss was an incredible swimmer.
Really? Then have him come investigate. Pronto. Just be sure to tell us if you get any news about Boss.
It's getting late. We should leave before the guards come this way.
Yeah, we learned a lot about what happened to Child here. Let's get going.
So are we jumping in, or are they gonna make me do more stuff? Return! Return! I wanted to go in! Fine. I hate being locked around damn story telling me what to do.
Key information. Seems all of our investigative work has finally started to pay off. When you said you knew a diver, you were talking about Fremine, right? If we ask Linny, he'll definitely have Fremine help us. Ugh. Why is Child like this?
How are we gonna get him into here?
Not making
We're gonna make him get arrested?
easier, that's for sure. Fortunately, though, it seems like it's only a matter of time now before we find out what really happened. Now that we can finally relax, I'm starting to feel super sleepy. Let's try to get some rest while we still can. Night-night, traveler!
Okay, cool. So I was pretty close to being done with that part.
It's
Wait, there's still... Okay, so I still have like one more act of 4.1, I guess. I think. Hopefully. I'm sorry. I said we were doing 4.2, but I didn't realize I still had a decent bit of this left. Let's, can we take the morning off?
Wait, look over there!
Is it a Lenny card?
It's one of Linny's cards!
Excuse me. I'm so sorry. I just burped like right into the microphone. Very ladylike. I do this every time.
Let Paimon see what's written on it. Maybe you haven't heard, but today is the monthly free day. Everyone has the day off today. It's been a while since we last talked. Have you been making any progress lately?
You're telling me he wrote all that on that tiny ass card?
Factory area before lunchtime. I have
Man's
new
wrote a fucking
information.
novel.
Ooh, today's our lucky day. We have the day off. From the sound of it, Lenny's been making progress with his investigation. Wonder what he's discovered.
I still have some left. Okay.
We still have some time.
I'll try to get
before
through
we
it
meet
quickly.
up.
I feel bad. I'm
Let's
sorry.
let the people
I'll
here
definitely
a
make
bit
sure
more
if I don't
before we
finish the
go.
Archon quest today, we'll do it tomorrow. Investigate freely. Excuse me. Oop.
So much for eternity.
That was foul.
There are some people talking over there. Let's listen in.
Poor Miko. R.I.P.
If you ask me,
Jesus
those
Christ, why is that guy so
parasites
freaking
on the
jacked?
surface
Holy
act like they're
shit.
all a bunch
What
of
the hell?
aristocrats.
Look at his arms
You
compared to
don't
the other
know
guy
about
who's
a
standing
bunch of
there.
dogs like us.
Why are his arms
Speak
so
for
big?
yourself, mate. I'm no dog.
He's no dog.
Oh, you think you're special or something? If you're here, then you're just a convict. Like
Dude,
the
I would
rest
not
of
talk
us.
shit to him. His arms are
Even if you're released
like
after serving your
bigger than the
sentence,
size of your
doing
fucking
what you did on
head.
the surface ain't any better. Once a criminal, always a criminal. Or marked for life.
I don't buy that.
Hey, how cool would it be if the whole world was destroyed by a giant flood and everyone had to start over?
Oh
from
god, we
nothing?
got a religious nut over
What kind
here.
of filthy bilgewater you spewing? I have family up there. You best shut your sewer hole with talk like that. Listen, things ain't so great on the surface.
Why is he
but who
yelling at us?
says that you have to leave? I've heard that you can still stay here and work even after you've served your sentence. Not bad if you ask me. Who wants to live in the ruddy overworld anyway?
Why is he talking
What
like that?
makes you think they'd want to hire someone like you? That's one of the great mysteries of the universe, how someone as useless as you is so confident.
Whoa. Sounds like they're really unhappy about the overworld. Speaking of which, Paimon never heard anyone use the words overworld or underworld when we were living up there. Is it only something the inmates down here said? That's true.
Excuse me. No. X-Drake! X-Drake! Wait! Nah, I'm not letting him in. But I do be loving X-Drake. I probably should have healed Miko.
There's a group of people over there. Let's go listen in.
So I said, that's not a faucet. Hey, who are you two? Why'd you come over all of a sudden?
Oh, sorry for eavesdropping. Sounds like you were talking.
Oh, side eye.
What's the matter? They're just looking to join in on our fun, that's all.
The voice
pretend
acting
like it's
is,
okay for them to
cracks
just
me up.
interrupt us like
Every
that.
once in a while, someone just hits me.
Fine. You're lucky we don't mind extroverts that much.
I do. I mind extroverts.
You hear that,
Get them away.
Quisto? What nice.
Your expressions tell me you're looking to hear some juicy info, am I right? But before that, it just so happens that I know you two.
Oh no.
Really? Are we that famous?
You're kidding. How often does anyone get a personal tour led by His Grace himself? Practically everyone was talking about it. Word has it that you also caused quite the kerfuffle.
The fuck is a kerfuffle? Is that a word? Is that actually an English word?
Huh? I like the way you put it. You see, people with a good attitude can join our group anytime, unlike some of the others here.
Your group?
I'm Quisto, and this is Lavaroon. People usually call us the Bombshell Bros, but don't worry, we're not playing with bombs or anything. It's just that our information is always so explosive, and we blow minds on the regular.
Oh god.
So, you two really like
Ick.
to gossip? Whew, you sure know how to embellish.
No, you don't get it. Knowing intelligence will make things better for you here. For example, knowing who's working with whom, who has the latest rumors, who's not getting along. Wouldn't you like
I
to
love
know all that?
sarcastic traveler.
Whoa, all this info's worth something, you know? You should prove
Oh,
you're
fuck
worth
you.
it.
I don't mind him. Quisto's always this way.
No, thank you.
Nice and say something to massage his ego.
What?
The welfare meals. Talk about the welfare meals.
Right. That meal we had yesterday was super delicious.
Is that so? To tell you the truth, I've been helping out with making those welfare meals. I've been working as a kitchen assistant for about a month and a half now.
Oh, so you're the one who made those delicious steaks. Amazing.
You are correct. I am a true professional. In fact, I even went to culinary school. But enough about. Since you like my cooking, I guess that means we share similar tastes. Listen, kids. The power structure within the fortress is quite complicated. The overworlders couldn't care less about us down here. We're basically dogs to them. You've already met the one person here you should never cross. The Duke, Risley. He knows more than you think. And if he doesn't care about something, then he often doesn't bother dealing with it.
Those who have the Duke's attention get all kinds of special perks. Even better treatment in the infirmary.
I know who you mean. It's that Jurier character, right? I don't think there's anything useful about him at all. Why does he visit the infirmary practically every day? Is it normal for anyone to be going in and out of there so often? If you ask me, he's just faking it to get out of work.
But did you know that Jurier was a talented researcher from the Fontaine Research Institute before he came here?
Interesting.
There's no denying that.
I don't care if he was a researcher that could turn dirt into Mora. Once you're in the fortress of Meripede, you're just another inmate like everybody else.
Frequents the infirmary. I should take note
Speaking
of that.
of which, the last time I saw him, he was passing by in the corridor with Lorvine. I also heard they started arguing in the library and got into a fight, right? Guess that's just how terrible of a guy he is.
You mean he hit a woman?
He hit a woman?
I never imagined he was that bad.
What a dick.
That Lorvine's also quite the odd one, you know? She's always gabbing away, got into a fight with a man, and she also got sent to the infirmary. Come to think of it, I always see her going to the sick bay every couple of days, too.
Wait a second. You don't think?
Do you think it... Could it be that they're secretly...
Oh, well.
But it's really hard to imagine.
I'm sure that they're going on dates, yeah.
After all, I do remember seeing Lorvine beat Jurier to a pulp that one time. And we might be overthinking things.
I'll remember that too. Okay, great talk. Let's not have people be dead. Hold, please. Oh wait, I forgot. Did you guys see me just now go to get a healer out? I forgot that I have a healer out already. That is my one brain cell working at max capacity today. Where are we going? Oh.
Hey, you over there? Yeah,
Who,
you.
me?
Say, do you like playing card games? You know, like Genius Invocation,
Does anyone?
TCG?
My husband just texted me a YouTube video called The Tragedy of Sanji. He knows I'm streaming right now. He's trying to distract me to go watch videos about Sanji, which he knows I'll do.
Hey, come on now. What's wrong with finding fellow Invocation aficionados? Anyway, care to join me for a game? Alright. No pressure.
But why would you be looking for people to play Genius Invocation in a place like this?
Whether you're throwing down cards or throwing punches, it's all a competition, isn't it? It's all the same in my eyes. There are lots of card players here in the fortress. When I saw you, I immediately thought, hey, even outsiders from... Sure.
Great! Since you've been here longer than us, you need to flex your seniority a little bit, right? Maybe you could start by telling us newcomers some stories about this place.
I thought you would have already heard everything by now. All right, then. Did you have anything specific in mind?
This guy's
Or
too
do you
friendly.
want me to just pick a topic?
Why
What's
don't
his deal?
We'll let you know if we've heard it already.
All right.
He's sketch.
Have you heard any strange rumors since you've arrived? And did you know that there are some people who are always... Yeah, so you've already met those two. They're quite a pair. They always keep an eye out for the latest happenings and gossip about everything. I heard that there used to be a chef and a bartender before they were sent down here. You know how bartenders are, always chatting with customers. And chefs love to pass the time just hanging out when they're not cooking.
Good to know. Do you have anything else to tell us?
Let me think. Oh, did you know that the Duke was also a convict in the fortress of Meripede before?
Huh?
Did I know that?
Are you serious?
I don't think I knew that.
That's right. The Duke was an inmate just like you.
Now, why does that kind of make him hotter?
Seems he was exiled here for committing some crime. Who knows how he ended up rising up to become the warden, though? To go from an ordinary
You guys didn't hear
inmate
me
to
say that.
becoming the manager of the whole place? I'm not gonna lie. I kind of respect that.
I feel like we're not acknowledging that enough. That was kind of
Forbidden Zone?
an intense moment.
Sounds like something that someone just made up. I've never heard of that. Where did you hear about it?
It's just a rumor we've been hearing, but no worries if you've never heard of it. Do you have anything else you can tell us?
Anything else? Not that I can think of, but I'll be sure to tell you anything interesting.
Okay, we've talked
He's
to just about
bribing me with
everyone,
TCG?
and it's about time for us to go meet Lenny. According to the card he left us,
I'm
we
coming,
should go
Lenny.
meet him in the production zone.
Do I need to go up for that? I'll go up here. What? Ooh, I can't even use it. How many wishes do I have now? Dang. We are totally gonna get that Navia. And her weapon. Ah, damn it. Did I go too far? Son of a bitch! Book! Or is it lower? Is it lower? How would I even get lower? Isn't this water? Am I dumb? Wait. Is there like a thing? No? What is happening? How do I get there? I guess I can follow the yellow brick road here. When Fontaine like first unlocked, literally the first 5 minutes after the update downloaded, I went in one of the elevator things when you first get into Fontaine and I got stuck and glitched. Had to like restart my game. I was just floating in midair for like 10 minutes. There's our man.
Huh? That look in your eyes. You found something?
How did I get stuck? I don't know. I have a video. I posted a video of it. I mean, it was like months ago when Fontaine first came out, but I do have a video on my account of me getting stuck. I can put it on my story later.
As expected of the legendary duo.
Teleport randomly? Yeah. Or I'll usually go to like the highest level and then just drop down. But I dropped too far because I am stupid.
Huh. I'd have never guessed that myself. The rumors swirling about this place are unreliable after all, and Master Child probably went missing because he found a way out. He is a harbinger after all. I suppose he's much more resourceful than I initially gave him credit for. Unfortunately, this isn't enough for our final report to Father. We need to find out Master Child's exact whereabouts. Father told me that even though Master Child said he was just coming to Fontaine for a vacation, he actually had some personal reasons. His agenda might be linked to his disappearance.
His escape route is already flooded, so we'll have to task someone with professional diving skills to chase after him.
Well, when you put it that way, it's obvious that only Fremine would be up to the task.
Bingo! Is he around?
He's
Yeah.
working today.
Is he in prison?
Coming here as a group would have attracted too much attention. I'll talk to him about it later. It's the least I can do. We're all in this together, so it's only fair for us to... Honestly, I'm far more impressed by you guys managing to collect all this information right under Risley's watchful eyes.
Collecting information has always been our strong point.
There's no way he doesn't know what we're up to.
Now, let me think.
I'm positive he does.
To find out more information, Fremine will have to retrace Master Child's original route. And if he's to do that, he'll have to set out on the next pipe cleaning day at the earliest. That's 6 days from now. And after that, he'll probably take another 2 or 3 days to return.
You can even estimate how long it'll take for him to get back?
We've been working together for a long time. We know each other's capabilities like the backs of our hands. Traveler, what say you to meeting here 9 days from now? We'll be able to pick up Fremine while we're at it, too.
Am I gonna have to, like, work and everything for 9 fucking days?
There's just one last thing we'd like your help with. Though we can just sit back and wait for Fremine's report on Master Child's whereabouts, we still need to make more progress. Fremine's no master of disguise. Lynette's still working on getting intel from the other areas, and I'll need to spend some time helping Fremine prepare for his diving mission. So, you are the only ones we can count on.
What do you want us to do? Will it be hard?
Well, I won't call it easy per se, but I think you'll be able to pull it off. Listen carefully. You'll need to find an excuse to get into the infirmary and investigate the room and environs. You've mentioned several sketchy-looking people always meeting at the infirmary earlier.
I hope I don't have to,
probably
like,
has
do
something
that
to do with the
process
secret
for
we're
9
hoping to
days. That'll be
uncover.
really annoying.
You've already met the head nurse, so she'll be investigate the internal structure of the infirmary and any active dealings within, and pass those on to me alongside anything else you're able to discover. But also, there's no need to take risks. Don't forget, safety always comes first. No, when it comes to intelligence gathering, I'd never consider you to be an amateur. Didn't you say it yourself? It's always been your strong suit. I'll believe anything as long as it comes from you. So, please prove your prowess to me once again.
All right, then we'll head out as soon as we finish our prep.
Let's go our separate ways for now then. Don't forget.
Okay. Slowly be. I couldn't read that. It was too quick.
Hey, stay here for now. Paimon will take a peek.
Oh, yeah, the most discreet person possible.
There seem to be several people inside.
Why is she shouting that back to me? I could have just fucking walked over there.
It's not impossible.
It's a bit hard to understand them from here.
What the fuck? We're poisoning ourselves? Failed alchemy potion. What is that from? When did we make that? Was it like a long time ago?
Please help! He's sick!
Whoa, are you okay?
Oh my! What's wrong, little one? There's no need to panic. Take a deep breath before you begin. The traveler started complaining of a stomachache, and then nausea, and then collapsed onto the ground. Paimon doesn't know what to do. Freezing limbs, twitching fingers, and pale complexion. Could it be poison? Let me take a look. Please lie down over here.
He got a tummy ache.
Don't worry, I'll get you to the bed.
He's fixing a diarrhea himself.
Here, hold on to my shoulder and walk slowly. You can do it, traveler. Don't apologize. You're sick after all. Now, please relax. I'm just going to do a preliminary checkup on you.
Gonna do her checkup. I hope I'm not so healthy she gets suspicious.
My checkup has confirmed that he's not in any mortal danger. That's our worst fear out of the way. Oh, that's good. I'll continue my diagnosis of the patient now. Please, relax and take a deep breath. Don't sense serious damage to your organs either. Does it hurt when I press this here? And here? Huh? But based on my initial checkup, there shouldn't be a problem here. Oh, how strange. What about here? Does this hurt? Oh. I understand.
She's making me anxious.
That's what it is. I think you just ate something that disagreed with you.
So he's got gas.
Nothing too serious. Outside of
Told y'all he was gonna diarrhea himself.
Decides to act up. So that's what it is. Thank goodness it's not anything more serious. And there have been other inmates complaining about the food recently. I'll inform our head chef, Mr. Wolsey, of this problem as soon as possible. Congratulations! The health risk is incredibly low, so you should recover within a couple days.
A couple of days for a tummy ache? I wish that I could get that leniency when I have a tummy ache.
Look after this new patient while I'm gone.
Very well.
And she hopped away, just like...
Hello. So how are you feeling now?
What, these are the people who beat each other up?
His stomach ache's really bad. He was stumbling about the whole way here, so Paimon's really worried.
If Miss Sijuin says it's not a serious problem, then there's no need to worry. She's the best medic we've got down here.
But it also looks like she's the only medic
Damn.
we've got down
Get him,
here.
Paimon.
Well, that's true.
What do you mean, that's true? That's really misrepresenting the situation. Of course I can't speak for the whole fortress, but it's not like everyone imprisoned here is useless, you know? Though they may have committed crimes and gotten locked up here as a result, they still know a thing or two about medicine, and they help Miss Sijuin take care of the sick and injured.
Yeah, you're right. But did you have to lecture me about it in front of another patient? Aren't you a patient too? Where did all your energy come from?
That's correct. Sorry, I gotta...
Are you two also sick?
We've been sick a while. I come back every once in a while for checkups, and to pick up the medicines Miss Sijuin prescribes for us. That's just the nature of chronic illnesses. You could say she fancies herself as Miss Sijuin's capable helper because she learned a bit of medical knowledge ages ago.
Please watch your mouth, Mr. Jurier.
These two. Oh my god, just get married already.
I have frequent heart palpitations.
Hey, don't start arguing now. Please, keep it civil at least.
Pretty terrible relationship. Yeah. Well, there's a box. I can't check that out right now. What's up? Oh.
Hey! There's no need to fight! Everyone will be released someday, so there's no need to argue over silly things like this!
But...
Release. It's way too early for us to even think about that. And who the heck knows if we'd even be able to continue our previous lives?
Adventure's intuition.
Please allow me to end this boring and useless conversation. Oh, and Mr. Jurier, I don't want to see your face here again anytime soon.
And same to you, Miss Lorvine. Anyway, that was more than enough rest for me, so I'm going to get out of this excessively noisy place. See you later, everyone.
He just slowly walked off like that?
That's just what he's like.
Oh yeah, that's
I'm
just what
sorry
he's
you had to see
like.
all of that. I'm Lorvine, and that's... Well, his name is Jurier, but I hope you'll never have cause to remember his name.
You really can't stand him, huh?
I mean, can you blame me? Look, who would like someone who's as arrogant and obsessed with weird research topics as he is? But there's no need to keep dwelling on him. I'll accompany you two for a while. Miss Sijuin should be back soon, and I'm sure you'll feel better as... No, it's nothing.
I'm back! Did you rest like you promised?
Thank you for getting our medicine, Miss Sijuin.
Did you all cooperate with your bed rest? I trust that nobody got up to walk around. Good. Here.
Bed rest for a little stomachache.
Miss Levine, I left in a bit of a hurry just now. Do you still remember... Yellow, huh? I understand. These are yours. Please, make sure to go to bed early after taking them tonight. You'll benefit from a
They're
good
speaking in
night's
code.
All right.
They're speaking in
I'm on
code.
my way now. I hope you feel better soon too.
See ya! I'm going to fill out your medical record now. You're widely known as the Traveler, right? I just want to double-check a few details, if that's all right with you.
Those two made quite the commotion just now, so why don't we let the Traveler rest? Paimon can answer the questions instead.
So his primary symptoms are abdominal pain with
He's pregnant.
secondary symptoms of nausea. Is there anything else?
That's it.
All right then.
Is there anything we should know besides to take the meds?
No, his base constitution is quite good, so I'm sure he'll recover quite quickly after taking the medicine. Please,
Got it. Paimon will hold the Traveler to that for sure. Oh, you're going to take a nap already? Okay then, you get some rest.
Excuse me. Hey, Zhao. Did you really just come in right as I said, oh my god, he's pregnant?
Under the weather now, but he's actually super...
Ew, okay. I'm not even gonna read that out loud.
so you're the best of companions. Well, don't worry, he'll recover soon. You're awake.
That reminds me of the Miko
How do you feel?
when she wakes you up
for a really long
part.
time, but we never left.
Well, now you can go back without a worry in the world. Remember to take the meds regularly, and don't forget bland foods.
Thank you, Miss Sijween.
I just realized I was like hunched over like super far. I don't know why I was sitting like that. I was like, my body was in the shape of a shrimp in my chair. Let me adjust my posture. I'm too old to be sitting like that. I'm gonna feel it for the next week. All right. Did I go the wrong way? No, I didn't. We're good.
You really are something. To be able to fall asleep like that and even sleep talk the
Sleep
entire
talking.
time, you scared Paimon half to death. No, but you kept mumbling things along the lines of, Pyron, don't take my grilled fish, and put down the Adeptus Temptation now. Paimon talked with Sijween the entire time you were asleep. She seems like she's just a sincere nurse, and Paimon didn't notice anything unusual in the room. Are you sure we're not...
Hey, Lula. We missed you. Aether was, you know, he got pregnant while you were gone, so. Wi-Fi's been annoying. Relatable? I feel you on that.
You really are super thorough. All those tiny little suspicious things that Paimon didn't even pick up on. We've got to give the info to Linny.
In 9 fucking days. Oh, okay, good. They're not making me actually do it. I was about to be so pissed. Because no one's gonna find this paper or anything, right? We're not gonna get busted. Sure, Risley has no idea what we're up to in here. He got pregnant. He had abdominal pain and nausea. That's the only reasonable answer. Well, that was slick.
Today's the day. Let's go meet
Just out in the open. Completely transparent. Why do we look like we're having like an old Western standoff?
Hmm? Did you two run into any trouble over the past few days?
No, we just worked our shifts according to the schedule. Nothing weird happened.
That's good. That means you didn't raise any suspicions when you infiltrated the infirmary. We've taken a look at the slip you've sent. Fremine successfully left the grounds via the pipes 2 days ago. And as of last night, Lynette
Was Fremine in here?
infiltrated the infirmary.
Was he in the fortress?
Wait, why is she getting involved in
I think that's what's confusing me.
You already went above and beyond when you scoped out the infirmary. To put it more bluntly, even if we were to view that, infiltrating a guarded stronghold is a different kind of job from a one-off investigation. We want to avoid using the same faces over and over and reduce the amount of suspicion that will fall on any given person. Lynette also felt like you have already taken the first step for us, so she should be the one to finish the job.
So that's what Lynette thinks. Paimon hopes everything's going well for her.
Then, let's go check on Lynette before Fremine returns. If everything went well, then
Did he?
she should be wrapping up her investigation right about now.
Is now really a good time to go over?
They did get him in later? Okay.
According to my observations, Sigewinne always spends around half an hour away from the infirmary right before lunch. Lynette knows this as well, so I'm her brother, remember? It's only natural for an older brother to care about his younger sister's well-being.
Okay, then let's head over right away.
This is making me miss Lenny. Makes me want to play my Lenny team. I've been playing Newbie so much, I've been neglecting Lenny.
Lynette should be here right now. Huh. Strange. Lynette?
As expected, Sigewinne isn't here, but why isn't Lynette here?
No, Lynette rarely deviates
What
from
if she
the
got
plan.
kidnapped?
We agreed that if she were to make changes on the fly, she'd find a way to let me know. Unless...
Let's see if there are any clues around here. We can look well.
Okay.
There are some books here and a few files. Advanced nursing.
I ain't reading all that.
Sure are some interesting books. She even has books on understanding people's motivations and feelings. Is it because she's...
Seems quite normal to me. These are skills that would come in handy for a nurse from time to time.
Where's the hatch?
None of the beds have any signs of having been slept in. Except that one over there.
How? They all look the
That's one
same.
Lynette must have used, right? You said she was pretending to be sick.
You liked
She
this
would
part?
have said her migraine
Good,
was
I'm
having
excited.
a particularly bad flare-up. Generally speaking, the head nurse would then ask her to lie down and rest while she left to retrieve the medication. Which means either the head nurse didn't return the entire time from when Lynette laid down up until she left the bed, or the nurse intentionally left it this way.
What the fuck? That was a funny camera angle. I know it's serious. Very serious what's happening right now, but that was he looked like the fisheye camera angle.
This is it. We saw it before.
I really like Lynette too.
This thing
I really enjoy her
doesn't
personality.
look like it's been disguised that well. The space behind it is empty. From its size, I don't think it's an entrance that is meant to be taken apart. There's probably a mechanism around here somewhere. Could Lynette have tried to get inside? But if that's the case, she would have contacted me for sure. Let's look around here for some more clues. Don't panic, just take
Who are
another
you telling
look.
not to panic? Yeah. He is definitely having a panic attack right now.
Hey, you guys, there's a slip of paper over here.
A slip of paper.
I feel bad for Lenny.
Right over here, and there's a
He's so
bunch
worried
written
about
out
his
too.
sister.
It reads, out of respect for your usual practices, I'll use a piece of paper or card as the medium to pass on my message. You may consider this as me giving you my best regards.
This is...
Is that all? The back. This is...
What?
Show me now.
What's happening?
That look on your face. Paimon's reading it now. Would you care to guess where Miss Lynette of the Fatui
She
could
did
be
get
right
kidnapped?
No. Could she have? Is she already?
Wriothesley. Deliberately leave the infirmary unguarded to use it as bait?
Wait, you mean he was aware of our goals?
I agree, they both should have been 5 stars. That's what everybody thought from the start, that they were going to be like a 2-in-1 character, and then they made them 2 characters that you can't even put them in the same team. Hold on, I wasn't reading this, I was talking.
Yes, that is a crucial question. Wriothesley, he doesn't do anything without a clear goal or reason. So this means he had no concerns about your activities from the very beginning. You are not from the same camp as us. You were sent down here by Nervulet, so you have no conflict of interest with Wriothesley. We're a completely different story, though. I'd like to know that, too. Why did he only go after her? Don't panic, just think everything over. I have to stay calm. This is not like what happened last time. The situation's different now.
Poor thing.
Wait.
I feel so bad for him.
Wait, but that means... the fact that Fremine was able to leave the grounds... could Wriothesley have let him go as well?
But what does he gain by letting Fremine leave like that?
Huh?
So he's challenging me and trying to provoke me, I'm sure of it.
Nervulet.
We never should have sent out Fremine. We had to go through all that trouble to find an opening to sneak him around the guards and into the pipe, and we even thought luck was on our side. If Wriothesley let him leave on purpose, then he's probably in a terrible spot now as well.
Oh, I just realized that's Ryan. Ryan, get out of here. You're gonna spoil the Archon quest for you. You haven't even done the first part.
Don't be like this, Linny. Fremine wouldn't have left if we hadn't told you about Child. That was our fault.
No. I'm the leader of this operation, and I'm the one responsible for this team. I was the one who failed to protect them.
Oh, poor Lenny.
I'll go talk to Wriothesley.
Poor baby.
Hey, don't be reckless. Traveler, please talk some sense into him.
I simply cannot allow Lynette to be abducted again. I have to go. I'll find a way to get them back.
This is giving me like the ultra love for his character again.
He's rushed out the door. After him.
Oh, fuck. Ah, shit. Was she smiling?
Right. I feel like we still have some room to make changes on these details.
It's not impossible, but it'll require extensive testing.
Is that so? Very well. Then please be mindful of the time. Huh?
Is someone?
Pack everything up. Whoever's outside is eavesdropping. They'll probably come in once we stop talking.
Damn.
Please help! He's sick!
Whoa, are you okay?
These two. As expected, they've already found this place. Oh, they are quite sharp. What a delightful turn of events. I like smart people, but
I like her personality too. She's very cute.
I like the feeling of being trusted. Oh my! What's wrong, little one? There's no need to panic. Take a deep breath before you begin. Being able to read human expressions is quite the useful skill.
She's so cute.
It's no use. We have to catch up to him. He's already out of sight.
Oh.
How is he so fast? Let's go head him off at Wriothesley's office.
don't know why I went this way. No one judge me.
Come out and face me, Risley!
Oh, he's so worried.
Aren't we at an administrative office space? Why don't you at least try to follow even a couple rules from the fortress's indoor management
Every time he
regulations?
opens his mouth and speaks, I regret pulling him just a little bit more.
I ran into the young miss at the infirmary. I'd heard that she was suffering from quite the migraine, so I
Why is
decided
he
to
so
invite her over
beautiful?
for a cup of tea. I do have some teas in my collection that can work wonders against such an illness.
For real.
Stop joking around! Where did you take my siblings?
Aww.
I have also heard that your performances are quite the spectacle. Miss Lynette would
Literally, yeah.
sometimes enter a box filled with water.
He is
only to emerge
the most
next
attractive
second
character
from
in the
another
game by
place
far.
altogether. Maybe she'll appear behind you right now if you were to turn your head.
Is he
My husband got him,
to turning my head?
so I can just watch Ryan play with him.
Probably not looking to attack me right now. All of the hostages are in his hands, and he's even in the mood for small talk. That means Lynette is probably still alive. You knew we were investigating the infirmary from the start, so you deliberately aroused the traveler's suspicions and baited us into continuing our investigation, just so that you'd be able to kidnap Lynette. As for Fremine, no, you probably didn't even interfere with Child's escape. You let him go, so you could purge the Fatui members that we had planted into your ranks.
There was no need to do so. The fortress of Meripede is a pretty pleasant place. Most people enjoy their lives here. The only ones who act differently are those with personal agendas. It was quite easy to identify your colleagues.
You removed our original members and spread the news of Child's escape so Father would assign our team to come down and investigate. Fremine has also fallen into your hands, right? If you're oh so omnipotent and so in control, why would you need hostages?
One correction. Lynette is in my hands right now, but Fremine is not.
Can we have some of his cake with that tea he's offering?
Oh, wonderful. Everyone is here, so I'll only need to say this once. Thank you so much for cooperating with me. Eager and to the point, I see. Alas, only Miss Lynette is currently having a cup of the fortress's finest tea. Although, as per your original plan, Mr. Fremine should also have returned to the fortress by now. But he has neither shown up within my gates,
Sorry, my
nor has
chair
he been
just like
taken into any kind of custody.
fell all the way
So,
down.
Where do you think he may be right now?
Wait, you can't mean you locked him outside in the
What?
city?
I closed the fortress's gate to the outside world. That's all.
Fremine's a star diver, so he should be fine, right?
No, we're still here, so he definitely tried to find a way to come back for us. So we can't assume he might have made a break for the surface.
But why would I do this, you may be asking? To have an audience with you, of course. My intel tells me that Mr. Linney is a great magician, so it's only natural for me to want to have some cards of my own when it comes to negotiating. Besides, I do recall you mentioning to Miss Lynette that you've always wanted to have a face-to-face meeting with the Lord of the Fortress of Meripede, regardless
Why
of
is he
whether
so
it was
hot?
in a personal or a professional capacity. Well, you've got your wish.
So, you've been keeping tabs on us before we even set foot in the fortress.
Some of my folks just happened to hear a thing or two, that's all. In any case, I will be straight with you. I was willing to play dumb and turn a blind eye, so we had a pleasant few days playing games together here. But once you started focusing on the Forbidden Zone, all of that changed. Mr. Linney, the cards are stacked against you right now. Miss Lynette is in my hands, and Mr. Fremine is still slowly being pickled out there.
Oh my god.
You know just as well as I that he cannot last out there forever. You need do but one thing to guarantee their safety. I would like
My
you to
dog is
contact
snoring,
your
if you guys can hear that.
and ideally invite her over for a cup of tea with me.
You want to see Father? But why should she bother giving you an audience?
Well, if she cares for the well-being of her dearest children, she should have plenty of motivation to join me for a parents' evening. I've heard that the bonds between the members of the House of the Hearth are like the bonds of family.
don't see why she would refuse.
Why did you think Father sent us to handle the Fortress of Meripede? This place is basically a no man's land. It wouldn't be fitting for anyone as important as a harbinger like Father to come here in person.
Oh, I see. So it's because she doesn't care for my place here. That's such a shame. After all, I've amassed quite the
He's so
collection.
calm
I
and
was looking
collected.
forward to sharing it with
Very
her.
intimidating.
Both Monsieur Neuvillette and Lady Farina have already received many samples as gifts.
Was this the extent of your master plan to get to Father? No matter how much pressure you may put on me, I won't allow you to use us to blackmail her.
You people really are difficult to get along with. All I'm asking for is a face-to-face conversation. Does she truly have no interest in the fortress's secret? Mr. Linney, you have one last chance to invite your father here. If you refuse...
Linny!
Instead of asking why I'm doing this, why don't you try to see things from my perspective for a second? From the very beginning, the Fatui has been actively infiltrating my fortress. I gave you a warning by cutting off the first few operatives I found, but that only caused you to double down. Had you given up on the fortress then and there, I'd have no reason to want to talk. Mr. Freminet left the fortress on his own, and Miss Lynette tried to pry out my secrets right in front of me.
I shouldn't ask Father to do anything because of us.
6.
Oh my
5,
god. Oh my god.
2, 1. Time's up. It really is a shame.
Risley!
We're good.
Negotiations have broken down. Please leave, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for my afternoon tea.
Yeah, listen to the Traveler. If you can't talk to Linny, can you at least talk to us?
You do realize that I'm only letting you go because of Neuvillette, yes? You're here helping him out. And
He's
I've
so
already done my
calm
best
and
to
collected
stay
and in control.
But that doesn't mean you can just do whatever you want. The fortress may be small and remote, but it still has its own set of laws. Then how about this? Those who are capable deserve respect. You've spent quite some time investigating my home turf by now, so why don't you tell me a thing or two about what you found, I'll ask you 3 questions. Answer all of them correctly, and I'll agree to your request.
Ah, shit.
Question 1. Regarding the hidden rules of the production zone, what is the truth behind the one about not being allowed to work?
I know, it took me a while to do the Archon quest. If you break the hidden rule of the production zone, your welfare meal might contain some strange meat. What? Who will see it if you keep working continuously?
The infirmary is always empty for the half hour just before lunch.
Under what circumstances does a strange meat appear?
The promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize the real value of coupons. Meanwhile, the Duke... We often see Miss Sijuin observing the prisoners at work near the production zone. Fonta's internal reports suggest that they're starting a new trial of an unnamed and The research notes said that the Melusine race perceives the world very differently from humans. As a result, according to Collins, the Pancration tournament only took place because the Fonta company sponsored it. The company...
What? None of those felt like they had to do with this. Under what circumstances does strange meat appear? Was it this?
We often see Miss Sijuin.
It was not that one.
Fonta's internal reports suggest...
Is it that one? Folk!
The Fonta promoter has been struggling. We often see Miss Sijuin observing the prisoners. Fonta's internal reports suggest...
Wait, okay, I did that wrong. So,
we often see Miss
that one. Under what circumstances does it appear? Where'd the other one go?
According to Collins, I've been told that the infirmary is...
That one. Why does a strange meat appear the way it does?
Fonta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize the real value of coupons. Meanwhile, the Duke believes that only idiots who don't understand the value of coupons will spend
Shit,
them
I
on
can't
Fonta.
remember. I did this like weeks ago.
The research notes said that the
No.
According to Collins,
No.
we often see Miss
No. Okay, it has to be this one. Right?
The Fonta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize the real value of coupons. Meanwhile, the Duke believes that only idiots who don't understand the value of coupons will spend them on Fonta.
No, doesn't that have nothing to do with it? Guys, I'm fucking lost
I've been told that
apparently.
The infirmary is always... The research notes said that the Melazine race perceives the world very differently from humans. As a result,
I can't remember.
according to Collins, the Pancration tournament only took...
I guess it
We often
has
see
to
Miss
be
Siege-
this
The
one.
research notes said that the Melazine...
Oh, thank God. Whew! That took all my brain.
Ah, so that's what's going on.
Oops, I didn't mean to skip that.
Production zone. People are not supposed. At first, we thought this strange meat must have something to do with the people who disappeared. She often visits the production zone to observe the workers' health and makes a note of anyone who has worn themselves out of her sense of duty as the head nurse, as well as her genuine concern for the workers' health. Sijuin visits the cafeteria right before lunch and cooks an extra dish for those who can use the stamina boost. Sijuin has only the
I'm always so bad at
intentions
those.
with her surprise gift and doesn't want anyone to find out about what she does. Unfortunately, Melazines as a race perceive the world differently. The recipients of her lovingly prepared special meal. Are we on the right track?
Not bad. You've uncovered Sijuin's secret and even guessed. All right, now for my next, there are also some hidden rules in the Pancration ring, including the one.
Tries to support both boxers. They receive a package the next morning which contains a strange blood-colored liquid. What happens if you violate the rule? Who sent the package containing the strange blood-colored
I've
fluid?
been told that the infirmary is always empty for... Fonta's internal reports suggest that they're starting a new The Fonta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize the real... Fonta's internal reports
Why does the strange blood-colored colored fluid look the way it does?
According to Collins, the
Wait.
Pancration tournament only took place because the Fonta company sponsored it. The research notes said that the Melazine race
Nope.
The Fonta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't We often see Miss Siege.
I don't know.
Fonta's internal reports suggest that they're starting a new trial of an unnamed and unpackaged product. But the product has to undergo a trial because...
I don't know.
The Fonta promoter has been struggling because he does... According to Collins, the Pancration...
I feel like I got one wrong already, so I'm just gonna...
The Fonta promoter has been struggling.
I gotta change them around. Okay, so I feel like I had those two backwards.
I've been told
Not that.
the infirmary is... The research notes said that the... According to Collins, the Pancration...
We'll just do that, and then...
The research notes said that the...
Not that.
Fonta's internal reports...
Ugh.
Paimon gets this rule too now. That hidden rule of the Pancration ring is about how people get scared when they see it because they've subconsciously begun to associate it with the missing boxer. But really, it's just a bottle of the latest yet-to-be-named and packaged new Fonta trial product. A blood-red drink. It's no wonder even Fonta's own staff were questioning the company's decision-making. The company, facing backlash from its own staff, decided to try to track. They came to the fortress of Meropide and offered to sponsor the The Duke, knowing
Sorry,
how
we already know all this.
coupons are in the fortress, knew that only total idiots who didn't understand. So, only those who proved their stupidity by being dumb enough to bet on two opposing
I acknowledge the effort you've put into bringing the truth of this mystery to light. Although, based on your description, that Fonta promoter is a bit too careless with his words. I make consider my collaboration with the company. All right, and here's the final question. What's the secret behind our head nurse
I don't
and
fucking
all
know.
of her patients in the infirmary?
Stop your cruel and pointless games, Risley! You know that we haven't finished our investigation, so there's no way we can answer the last question. The thought of sparing Lynette and Fremine never even crossed your mind. You'll pay for this!
Oh my god, why is he looking down like that?
Oh, close one. I owe you, Siegeween. That was a fantastic shot.
It was nothing, Your Grace. Siegeween?
Does she just shoot
may
him?
look like a toy. It's actually fully functional, as I just demonstrated.
Siegeween... You...
Not at all. I am merely a resident of the fortress, and thus protecting it is my duty. When Monsieur Nervulet asked me to come here, he told me that my job would be to take care of the well-being of everyone here. I am merely discharging my duties.
But if you mean what you just said, then isn't Linny someone you should be looking after as well? Isn't he a resident here just like the rest of us?
But I really am just doing what Monsieur Nervulet told me to do. Everything I did, I've done to protect them. Had I not, they would be in far more dire straits right now. His Grace knows it too, right? Your Grace? Mind proving my innocence to them?
My dear Siegeween, whatever shall I do with you? Would it have killed you to just wait another minute or two?
Well, it's nearly time after all. The way you do things can be truly frustrating sometimes, Your Grace. I figured I should try to talk some sense into you.
As an American, I have no comment.
What time?
Take me if you want.
Aww.
Let them go.
How touching. You just give me one more minute.
Don't feel like that, Your Grace.
All right, everyone, calm down. 2 more visitors will be arriving any time now.
He said, I don't give a fuck.
Miss Siegeween, I leave Miss Lynette in your care.
You... What are you doing?
I believe I hear footsteps.
Oh?
Some space, please.
Mother?
Ah, Miss Clarand. My door.
Fremine.
Aww.
Fremine.
What's going on? What is Clarand doing here?
Work.
I'm sorry about shooting you, Mr. Linney. The tranquilizing effect will begin to wear off soon. Please take it easy in the meantime, though.
What happened to Fremine? Wasn't he diving just outside of the fortress? Why is he looking like this?
A flushed face, an accelerated pulse. He must have consumed primordial seawater.
What did you say?
Please, make some space. I'll need to give Mr. Fremine a more thorough checkup. Your Grace, I'll leave the rest to you.
I'll talk to Clarand while you get Fremine to where he needs to be. Everything else can wait.
Seems like he'd rather not have Siegeween touch Fremine. Still, he doesn't stop her. It's obvious he requires urgent medical care. Siegeween's examining Fremine carefully. She doesn't look too upset, which is a good sign. I hope Fremine will be okay. Aww.
How is he?
These symptoms are probably caused by an acute ingestion of a large amount of primordial seawater. Still, his condition is not critical. Of course, it would be best if he stayed for further observation. Let's leave him here for now, and move him to the infirmary once he's recovered a bit more.
I like games like that, where it just gets increasingly more confusing and then there's like a big reveal.
Be your favorite place in the world at the moment. We do only have a single clinic in the fortress, however.
Why would he ingest a large amount of primordial
Sorry.
seawater after leaving the fortress?
Please, look after Mr. Fremine for the moment. I'll go fetch some medicine and a respirator. Oh, I'll bring Miss Lynette back with me.
Where is she? How is she right now?
Oh, she
She just took a nap in an empty room after I tranquilized her.
He's such a good big brother.
Calculations are correct. She should also
Yeah, please
be
don't spoil
waking up right
anything.
around now. You might not believe me, but His Grace and I actually made some snacks and tea for her.
Poor thing, he was probably so scared.
What's that look on your face? I thought I made good time on the way back.
Oh, I'm just admiring your punctuality. Had you arrived just a few minutes later, Siegfried may have been forced to shoot Mr. Linney again. How's the situation out there?
The water has changed. It's pretty much as expected. The concentration of primordial seawater has increased significantly. I was only out there a short time, so it wasn't too bad. But if one were to stay for any significant amount of time, well, you can see how that boy's doing.
Where was he when you found him?
The abandoned zone at the end of the pipes. A good distance into the water.
Closer than I thought. He must have recognized it early on and tried desperately to swim back.
Locking the door was necessary. I don't think we could have saved two.
Well, I did try to convince him that I had my reasons. Never seems to work, though.
It would probably work on Neuvillette. He has a knack for picking out who had good intentions, even when the outcomes were all terrible.
It's a bad sign if you're having to plead your case to Neuvillette. Want some tea?
Not particularly. If you want to drink some that badly, just say so.
Fine, I'd like to get some tea. Want me to get you a cup too, since I've already made it?
Might as well then, I suppose. Actually, do you have a towel? I would like to dry my hair.
She's so mother.
Linny, are you okay?
I'll be fine. They're all here now. Don't worry about me.
Are you sure? You don't look alright.
My hands and feet are still a bit weak, but...
Stop.
That's probably just the residual effects.
Don't mind me yelling at my dog like always.
I'm back, everyone.
Lenny!
Aww.
Traveler, Paimon, you're
Don't
here
forget
too.
your brother's, like, corpse over there. Oh, there she sees him.
Is he... He'll be fine. But for now, please help me lift him up.
His breathing's beginning to slow.
Give me a hand and help me get him to the infirmary.
Yeah, I'll take him from this side. Lynette, together?
On it.
They're such good siblings.
Traveler, you seem pretty worried about him. Want to come with us?
The Duke and Clarande are gone.
They probably went to get some tea. The Duke will explain the truth in just a bit. Miss Clarande will need a break, since she only just returned from
Hi,
rescuing
Silva.
Fremine out
It
of
is
the
3
sea.
a.m. My goodness. I appreciate you watching my stream, but you should definitely be studying or sleeping. Don't let me be a bad influence on your studies. Where go? Oh. I hate that whenever I stream it's so late for you guys. Eventually one day I'll just start like streaming at like 5 a.m. for me. That way it's a decent time for you guys. One day. Maybe if I ever don't have my actual full-time job where I have to work at 8 a.m. How do I get over there? Where elevator? Wait, is it telling me to go this way? No? This way? Sorry if you guys can hear my dog literally making out with my desk right now. You haven't slept, and it's 8 a.m. What is wrong with you guys? Not a single one of you has a good sleep schedule in this chat. Insomnia, I do feel that. I feel so bad though, like making people stay up. But eventually, one day, if I keep streaming, eventually I could make a job out of it, and then I wouldn't have to worry about, you know, I have to like go to work and stuff. So eventually, one day down the line, if you guys all keep staying and hanging out with me, then maybe I'll be able to stream at different times.
He's awake. Fremine, how do you feel?
Oh, Titus. No.
Lenny.
Bad.
Lynette.
We're all here.
He looks so upset.
The infirmary at the Fortress of Meripede, Mr. Fremine, and you are no longer in any danger. How do you feel? Don't push yourself if you're not feeling up to it.
Traveler. Paimon. It's been so long.
Actually, we watched your dead body a minute ago.
There's something wrong with the seawater.
Shh, it's okay. We can talk about it after you've recovered.
No, listen to me. This is really serious. There's primordial seawater mixed into the regular seawater. I don't know why it's there, but no one should touch it. Pipes. Right. The pipes.
He has such pretty eyes.
It's all coming back to me now.
Wow, that was bright. I would like to keep my eyeballs when I'm done with this quest. He's so cute.
I'm in. Where could Master Child be?
Oh.
This mechanism looks like it's been tampered with. Could he have done it?
I'm so intrigued by what the fuck is happening right now. You guys say that now, but give it a few more years. Once you're closer to my age, that will be real difficult. Although I have definitely done that, like, as recent as the last, like, 6 months, because I just literally could not sleep.
Seems like I'll have to avoid those obstacles while I turn it.
What that mean? Just how? What do you mean? Oh wait, I think I get it. Maybe I don't get it. Okay, I said I get it, but I think I don't get it. What the fuck does that mean? Try address. Wait. Try adjusting the. What? Stay up there longer! Try adjusting the rotary plate. You jumped over the protection walls. I'd like to know how to actually fucking do it. Maybe I have to actually go back down there. I wasn't being dumb. no, I forgot to do something. Titus. Driving me crazy. He loves to lick the paint off of my desk. I don't understand why he does that. He's so weird. What if I just... Wait, I can't even do nothing. What the fook? Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no! Well, I fooked myself. Okay. What the fuck do we do? Maybe it wants me to jump down here? Wasn't I just down here? Oh my god. I tried that, but it like didn't give me the option to do anything. Like, unless I'm at the wrong platform, but I went to all the mechanisms and none of them had a prompt for me to be able to do anything. Unless I'm crazy, I'm pretty sure none of them had a prompt. Oh, fucking, I get you. Never mind. Everyone shut up. Everyone shut up. No one say a word. All of you, be quiet. Okay. That was really easy, you guys. Thanks, Soba. Yeet. Oh, a pipe.
This is where the water starts. Okay. Master Child probably dived into the water. Vegetation here is a bit more sparse.
Person must have left them in recently. I should be going in the right direction.
Person must have left them, and recently. Oh, there are traces here too. I need to keep going. The traces are gone, but I don't see where he could have gone from here. Wait, what the? My heart is racing, and it's getting harder and harder to breathe. What's going on? No good. I have to get back. They still don't know anything about what's going on. If I turn back right now, I should still be able to make it.
How is he swimming so fast when he's like on his damn deathbed?
I can't die here. This is bad. I'm feeling worse and worse, and I'm still underwater. I have to push on.
My man is just passing away. Okay, when this comes back up, give me like 3 seconds. I have to use the bathroom real quick. Okay, I'll be right back.
So, in
No one go
other
anywhere.
words, the trail you were following vanished, and you had no idea where Master Child could have gone.
Can you stop eating my
There was
desk?
also
Can
no
you
obvious
please stop
place for
eating
him
my
to have
desk?
disappeared.
That would be so nice of you. Oh, I'm back. I'm coming. Okay, what shenanigans did you guys get into? Oh, nothing today. To the what in Genshin collab? What did I miss? Is there some new Genshin collab?
That's right. I tried my best to swim back, but I had already put some distance between myself and the fortress, and I just couldn't find the strength to keep going. I probably passed out some time after that.
Can I speak in what?
I know the rest.
I can speak in my language.
Back, but we also don't know why she just suddenly appeared at the fortress, or why she went out to save you.
Oh. They're doing a bubble tea collab? What, for Ayato?
Let's go thank her in person.
You're still too weak, Fremine. You can go after you've had some
No, I've
rest.
never heard of it. I mean, it might be popular here, but I've never heard of it.
I believe Miss Clorian will stay here as a guest for another few days, so there's no need to hurry.
A guest? Then I can assume Risley was the one who invited her to come down here?
You should ask His Grace about that. He'll be able to explain better than me. Yeah, it's about time he actually told us what's going on. Wanna come with us, Lenny?
No, please go on without me.
Lenny.
The logical part of my brain is aware that we're safe right now, but I still can't bring myself to leave.
No.
Both of you are just in danger.
I'm really close with my siblings, so I always love, like,
Let's just sit together
good
for a while.
brothers or sisters, because I'm so close to my
I'll
siblings.
leave the infirmary
I've
to
got,
you.
like, 6 of
The
them.
Traveler and I are going to head out for now. As long as you stay in here, I don't think you'll be disturbed.
Oh, I get you. That went totally over my head. Some primo gems, oh my god. If you guys hear aggressive licking, it's actually not me, it's my dog. Just so you know. I was in a meeting yesterday with my boss, like a really important annual meeting that we have every year. And I was on camera because I have to be on webcam. And my boss just starts laughing in the middle of our meeting. I'm like, what are you laughing at? And I turn around and my dog is literally like going to town on himself, if you know what I mean. Like, he was really getting up in there, like making the noises and everything. And my boss is watching the whole thing. And I was mortified. I just had to like kind of cover him with my body so my boss couldn't see him in the camera. It was really embarrassing. I feel like I'm never gonna live that down, that my dog was attacking his own parts on camera.
Excuse me.
I take it Mr. Fremine's condition has stabilized?
Of course. I wouldn't have left the infirmary otherwise.
I've been expecting those two, but might I inquire as to the purpose of your visit, Miss Siegeween?
I wanted to check up on Miss Clorian. How are you feeling?
Mostly
My
fine.
dog is a paid comedian. I would agree with that.
If you don't mind,
there was another time I was in a meeting, and it was like, it wasn't just me and my boss, it was a team meeting, so it was me and my boss and a whole bunch of other people that worked with me. And he went in our laundry basket in our room and grabbed a pair of my husband Ryan's boxers and dragged those on camera and was playing with dirty underwear on camera in front of everyone. And like, what am I supposed to do? I can't react. I'm in a work meeting. Like, I just had to like try and hide him. My dog, I swear.
How about you start by asking me any questions you have? You can start with whichever one you'd like to get answered the most.
Then Paimon will begin. Did you know about Lenny's goals from the very beginning?
No.
I know I usually start or stop streaming in the next like 15 minutes, but I'll probably stay on longer because I do want to at least get to 4.2 today. So yeah, I know. He's always doing something crazy.
You didn't know what they were trying to do?
They came here with ulterior motives. I'm quite adept at discerning what that kind of behavior signals. Initially, I thought their goal was just to investigate Child's disappearance.
He also likes to throw up on camera a lot too. He does that.
Escape. But in truth, I didn't really do anything special to help or hinder him while he was here. Everything he did, from finding helpers to leaving this place, he did on his own. Of course, it's inevitable that the knave would make a big deal out of her fellow Harbinger's unexplained disappearance. I'm also quite curious about where that Harbinger went. So I figured I might as well let the Fatui do their own investigative work. All I care about is the answer.
So you were hoping Lenny's group would just do your work for you?
You make it sound like that's a bad thing. Unfortunately, things didn't go as planned. The Forbidden Zone has always been
Sorry.
target.
I don't mean to skip through it. I just read it ahead of before they say it and then skip. I need to quit doing that while I'm on stream. It's such a habit though.
To prevent the fortress from becoming entangled in more irksome matters.
Are the rumors true that you're also a former criminal?
What did you do?
Why would you put it like that? Isn't staying here all day and serving as the manager of the fortress a kind of sentence unto itself? Another form of prison?
No, tell us what your crimes were. We need to know.
Oh, right. Paimon wanted to ask, who invited Floran down here?
Me, of course. I paid her good mora to come down to the fortress for some field work. As a champion duelist, Miss Cloran could be considered to be an independent party. I needed to find an exceptionally capable person to help me get through the impending crisis.
And saving Fremine was part of that crisis?
You can think of it
Dog.
like that, yes.
Titus.
Credit where credit is due, that boy is quite adept at diving. Had conditions not been as hostile as they were, he probably would have found the missing Harbinger already. That's not something you should be asking after. Neuvillette only asked you to investigate Child's whereabouts.
Action and anger. I would like to see him angry.
All I need to prove to you is that the Forbidden Zone had nothing to do with the Harbinger's disappearance. That should be clear now that you've spoken to Fremine.
But we've already uncovered that there's something wrong with the infirmary, and we've answered a bunch of questions that you threw at us. Isn't it about time that you answer our last question in return?
You make a compelling case. Do you really want to know the answer that badly?
Yeah, Paimon really wants to know.
Even if the truth may
Sit
not
down.
be pleasant?
Sit. Park your bottom.
Follow
Sit.
me.
Good boy. Good boy. Where'd he go? Hi, baby. Guys, just so you know, it's not actually my stream. It's Titus's stream. I'm just his,
There's a hidden door here?
his
And a whole
handler.
basement behind it. Huh.
You're actually watching a dog stream right now.
It seems you've forgotten just what kind of place the Fortress of Meripede is.
Oh.
Stand on the central plate.
Yes, sir.
Wait, is there a secret mechanism or... Whoa!
imagine we are approaching the end
So, this is the forbidden
of this part of the Archon
Honestly, for a
quest.
place so well hidden, Paimon sure doesn't see anything special. What a huge door!
There are 3 such isolation gates in total. Generally speaking, I'm the only one who's allowed to go inside. Hence the name Forbidden Zone. Am I correct to assume you're going to run on back and tell your little Fatui friends everything?
Well, Paimon wasn't thinking of keeping anything from them.
Well, I'd advise you wait until you've seen the whole truth of this place for yourself before deciding whether or not to tell them.
Huh. So there's a switch
I'm so
on the
intrigued.
side.
Stand back.
Whoa! They all just went up one by one.
Go on, have a look.
Okay, I'm paying attention. Quite strange on its own. There's a device smack dab in
I've
the
been
middle.
interested
Fucking
in
hell.
what lies beyond that gate
Turn it off
ever since I
autoplay.
assumed leadership of the Fortress of Meripede. Of course, it would be unwise to recklessly open it, but it'd also be risky and negligent to simply ignore any potential danger that could be behind it. The readings on that dashboard have not budged since the day when I first laid eyes on this place. But over the past year, the needle has crept upwards from its original position, likely because some parameter it's been tracking has changed, if only infinitesimally.
What the fuck? That was a big ass word.
Normally I would have ignored it, but I happened to have some free time when I noticed it, so I investigated. Any guesses what the reading could be tracking? Very reasonable guesses. I've considered both of those as well. Unfortunately, our dashboard is tracking something less ordinary. The temperature should vary with weather and climate changes, so for something that rarely shifts, the water pressure is more likely. We ran a few tests to increase the pressure from the outside, but the readings didn't change at all. Later on, a few more possibilities occurred to me, such as a potential connection with the primordial sea. I began to make a few preparations based on that hypothesis. Over the past few days, the needle has moved again. With that, and the symptoms that Fremine displayed after leaving the fortress, I can now confidently conclude that the readings represent the concentration of primordial seawater in the seawater nearby.
The concentration of primordial seawater? But we're already under the sea!
And that is precisely the problem. We're at the bottom of the sea, and now we're surrounded by toxic seawater. Somehow, primordial seawater got mixed in, and the concentration is steadily rising.
Shit.
Yes, that's very likely.
But forget about the two of us. Not even Novelette knows where the primordial sea could be, much less where we could find and plug a leak. Oh. Oh!
Seems like you've figured it out.
Figured what out?
I believe the primordial sea
Oh.
lies directly beneath this sluice gate. For some reason, the primordial seawater levels have risen significantly, and it's now very close to us. The indicators are now red. Although the gate still stands, some primordial seawater has already leaked out and mixed into the sea around us. If this continues, soon it will no longer be able to hold back the primordial sea at all. Yeah, you know what the legends say. If this place falls, then everyone in Fontaine will be turned into puddles in the span of a night.
But that's just too weird! Why would the Fortress of Meripede be built right above a sluice gate for the primordial sea? Who built this place anyway?
Your expression tells me you think this might be part of a vast, complicated conspiracy. To be honest, you might find the actual answer may be exceedingly boring. It's just that the secret of the Forbidden Zone had been long forgotten by the nation before I rediscovered it with my research. There's no single founder of the Fortress of Meripede in any traditional sense. What we know about its history has been left to us by the people who used to live here. When the previous Hydro Archon, Egeria, ruled the land, all convicted criminals from Fontaine were exiled. The people drove the criminals away like a wolf pack chasing away the banished. The criminals received no sympathy of any kind from the people. They were exiled to the desolate seaside, where some of them began to repent and prayed to the Hydro Archon, asking if there was still anything they could do. The Hydro Archon took pity on them and said, "You may go guard my secret, deep underneath the waves." And so, leaning on the power of the Hydro Archon, they gathered underneath the sea and began to build a fortress. They became a community down there in the deeps, and over the years helped it to grow. As the number of exiles increased, more and more people joined the community. When the first group of exiles died, they left the yet unfinished fortress to their successors. The Hydro Archon continued to lend her support, allowing the fortress and what it stood for to continue growing ever larger. And with that, the people here stopped referring to the fortress as a prison. They saw themselves as repenting sinners. But as time went on, people also realized that the fortress was a lonely place. Once they had gotten used to life here, they could no longer feel
I could listen to him
comfortable
talk all
living
day
in the
long.
overworld. Once they had finished serving their sentences, some people left and some others chose to stay. They'd find some idle position and let their withered souls fade away with the ancient secrets of the past. After many, many centuries, few people still remember the reason for the fortress's founding. Now they just see it as an integral pillar of Fontanian society, as the place where criminals deserve to be sent. Now and again, researchers manage to break one law or another and live out their days in the fortress. I learned all this from an elderly historian. Everyone else just thought he'd made it all up.
But now you know every part of that history is true.
Indeed. It's just as the prophecy says. If this gate fails, then everyone will be dissolved into the sea. To be frank, not really. But sadly, that hasn't stopped this prophecy from proving all too accurate. Prophecies are troublesome things.
I'm like so into what's happening right now. Fontaine has been way more interesting than any other Archon quest.
Second, and actually witnessing it in real time, the third. Let's go somewhere else. I want to show you something. This is it.
Your Grace, perfect timing. The results from our last round of experiments have...
Wait, Jurier, he's not alone!
Huh? Lorvine and Jurier?
No need to panic, you two. I've already told them about our plan.
What? After you warned us not to tell a single soul about any of this?
I'm skeptical as well. Are you sure they are trustworthy?
The results speak for themselves, don't they? These two may already know more than you could ever imagine.
Get wrecked.
Alright then, if Your Grace insists.
They seem harmless enough, so I'll trust them for now.
Well, how about some reintroductions? This is Jurier, one of the highest-ranked researchers from the Fontaine Research Institute. He used to work under Edwin. I trust that you've heard of Edwin?
He's the one who blew the whole institute sky high. Everyone knew he was a bit crooked in the head, but you're not a local, so I guess it's possible for you not to have heard of him.
Edwin's main areas of research were archaeum and gravimeters. As his assistant, Jurier is quite familiar with them as well. I hired him to be my technical consultant.
You want to blow up the fortress of Meripy?
Ah, what a lovely idea. I'm already imagining it in my head.
Gotta admit, I'm tempted as well.
Guys, focus! Focus!
That taskmaster over there is Miss Lorvine, and is also one of my technical consultants. While Jurier used to be Edwin's assistant, she used to be Jurier's assistant.
Ooh, are they together?
See, everyone keeps asking this question. Are you too sure you're not a couple and just using your work as a convenient cover?
Your Grace,
Uh-huh.
I am not in a relationship with this man.
Okay.
If I dated her, I'd officially be madder than Edwin.
Jeez. Forget I said anything then. Follow me.
Whoa, there's another door that goes right up.
Your constant amazement makes it seem like the fortress can do anything.
But Paimon really thinks everything's super cool.
spice it up a bit.
You need to stop talking to me like that. Whoa.
What a huge
Holy crap.
ship!
It's the Noah. Who in here watches One Piece? Somebody get that reference.
This is also a protection zone that Paimon's never seen before. What's going on?
How much do you know about Fontanian history?
Not much at all.
Well, then maybe you haven't heard the story of ancient Lemuria. To give you a quick rundown, Fontaine used to be ruled by the Lemurian dynasty. According to legend, the Lemurian king Remus came to this land after being inspired by divine revelation and found the seer Sibila, who had taken on the form of a golden bee. Taking the golden bee with him and riding on a huge ship, the Fortuna, he created his nation of the surging waves. He called his nation Lemuria and used the Fortuna to incessantly search for new tribes and islands, calling on them to join his empire.
There's a ship in this story too?
Where there's water, there'll be ships. People believe that hope can always be found at the end of a voyage.
I have Hydro Traveler, I just have him with Dendro right now. Like, I changed him back to Dendro.
Do you believe that too?
To a point, I think. As you've already seen, I have a whole factory's worth of labor, materials, and technology at my disposal. Certainly can't hurt to give it a try. So the moment I began to speculate that the Primordial Sea might lie underneath the gate, I also began this project.
Were you inspired by the legendary Fortuna?
Maybe. Fontanians need something to hold on to cope
Do what?
with
What are you
the
asking me?
disaster.
Do I talk about Noah or other ships? Huh? What do you mean? Coping with the impending disaster.
Were the workers to find out the truth behind this ship, riots would destroy the fortress faster than any catastrophe. As the fortress's administrator, I'd never make such a reckless call. Alright, that's enough talking for now. I'll need another 3 cups of tea to soothe my throat. Do you have any other
You
questions?
could keep talking. It's alright.
Seems like you're good. Come on, I'll take you back.
He can talk to me as much as he wants to.
I'll leave you here for now.
Oh, thank you so much.
No worries. But don't forget, it's up to you whether or not you want to share what you just saw. What you do from here on out will likely affect those 3 as well.
Do we actually have to make that
look forward
choice?
to what happens
I get
next.
anxiety when I make choices that affect the game. That stresses me out. Because I always feel like I'm making the wrong decision and I get really stressed out about it.
Welcome back. Do you want a cup of tea?
How can you be so much like Risley, always drinking tea?
Huh. Actually, now that you mention it, I just remembered something now. While I was sedated, I could still barely hear 2 people talking next to me. They were discussing everything, from the leaves to the water and even the teacups themselves.
Must have been Risley and Sijuin.
Oh yeah, I did say, look, it's the Noah. I did say that.
Yeah, I heard 1 male voice and 1 female, so it should have been the 2 of them. They really were just talking about brewing tea.
I really can't make sense of this place.
It's a fever dream, bruh.
So, Traveler, Paimon, were you able to learn anything from Risley?
Yeah, he explained everything.
Right? It's making me want some tea too.
Very well. Then, would you mind checking your answers against my speculations? Yeah, I took the time to rest, so I'm feeling a lot more relaxed now.
Nobody else is around, and Miss Sijwin is also busy with something or other. So let's just talk here.
All right.
I don't even have
then
tea
I'll
that I
posit my
can
theories.
drink in my house right
I
now.
asked myself 3 questions. Firstly, why was Fremine affected by the primordial seawater? It was because he dove into the sea. My theory is, the long-lost primordial sea is probably very close to the fortress of Meripede.
Ooh, he's good.
That's our Lenny.
Cute.
Secondly, Risley's attitude changed dramatically during the course of our stay here. He ignored us completely at first, then suddenly roadblocked us. Why? I spent quite a long time thinking about this. If he has been monitoring the Fatui since the very beginning, he probably ignored us at first because he was hoping we could find Master Child for him. What's more, the Fortress of Meripede is not part of Fontaine's court system, nor does it report to Udex Nervulet. Risley is basically the king of a no-man's land. As long as the fortress doesn't do anything about Master Child's disappearance, Father can use it to pressure the Fontaine authorities. And while the 2 factions are pitted against each other, Risley will be free to move between the parties of interest.
I used to be super obsessed with
If I had to
drinking
guess,
tea, and then I just
probably has something that
stopped.
he's
I
working on
don't know
himself.
why.
It's
Got
likely
way more
related to
into
the
coffee.
secret of the infirmary, but I just can't think of what it could be.
You're super smart.
Yeah, definitely a cultural thing. We don't have like a big,
Thanks
a
so
lot of
much.
people that drink like tea.
Then
Hot tea
finally,
is like a
there's
weird
the last
thing in America. Like not a lot of people drink it. I probably know like 4 people that I've seen in public drinking hot tea.
If Risley does have a plan, what could it be? All I know for now is that his plan probably has something to do with the changing nature of the seawater. He's even gotten Cloran to help him out. That can't be the full extent of what he's doing. There's probably a secret passageway behind the block in the infirmary, and there's something big in the fortress that most people here never get to see. He has a bargaining chip, and it could be important enough for Father to deal with him directly. I don't have enough information, so I have no idea what his
I
chip
love
might
coffee,
be.
but I've been trying not to drink it anymore, or
Let
like not
me
as much.
guess. You have the last piece of the puzzle.
I used to drink like, I would have like 3 cups of coffee and then like a Monster Energy and then like some soda and would have so much caffeine. Excuse me. And then I'd be like, why am I so anxious? Why do I feel like shit right now? Well, I'm like ODing on caffeine. So I dialed it back. I only have like 1 cup of coffee a day now.
I can't believe it.
The sea
Oops.
will engulf everyone. Just like the prophecy said.
Farina's gonna have a panic attack when she hears
Could
that.
Risley have wanted to meet Father to figure out a way to deal with this crisis? If you remember, I once mentioned that Father sees the House of the Hearth as her base of operations, and she truly wants to resolve the crisis. But how could Risley have known that?
Or perhaps he didn't know and just wanted to bring Father over to his side, which could be why he said he just wanted to negotiate.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. I understand your concerns as well, Traveler. I'll figure out a way to pass this on to our father. No matter what, we're on your side. The 2 of you have already aided us far too much. We probably wouldn't be standing here right now if not for you. If you ever need anything else going forward, please come to the House of the Hearth at any time. Though you may not share the sentiment, after all that we've gone through together, the 3 of us basically see you as family.
Aww.
You have my...
Thank you for protecting Lenny when it really mattered. And thank you for sharing the secrets of the fortress with us. We didn't think you were going to do it.
Why are you being so formal all of a sudden? Paimon's hungry.
Oh, you've done so much already. Go get some food.
Alright, then we'll catch you guys another time.
Longest Archon quest ever. I'm not complaining because I'm enjoying it, but I feel bad that I said I would do... What the fuck? Ew. Ew. I was drinking my water and there was like, I got something in my mouth from my water and I don't know what that is. Yuck. God damn it.
It's time for dinner. Welfare meals now being served at the coupon cafeteria. Come on, let's go pick up ours as well. Traveler and Paimon, over here. Are you here for dinner too, Miss Sijween? And I'm taking the opportunity to prepare Miss Cloran's dinner as well. Huh. You're right. She's actually sitting in the fortress cafeteria.
I gotta open my water and make sure there's nothing in it. There's definitely nothing in here. I don't know what the hell I got in my mouth.
Yep, you can. I've already talked to our chef, Mr. Wolsey. It's all free today, so you can get whatever you'd like.
I know I keep killing people.
Me too! Don't forget Paimon! No problem. Just leave it to me.
Why do they make that go by so fast?
So delicious. Paimon's so happy. Paimon wants to feast like this every day. Feeling full yet? How's the food? Delicious. I'm so glad to see you all so happy. Oh, see the expression on your face just now? The muscle here just moved, which suggests that you're feeling...
I could not be around somebody analyzing my body language like that.
Sijween, do you do this to help your patients or to better understand human beings? A bit of both, I suppose. I'm a Melazine, which means I'm very different from human beings. I must know what you're thinking if I want to take good care of you. You're really good at taking care of people. Even though you're so short, you still talk and act like an older sister. Really? You're reminded of an older sister?
Why is she so adorable?
Oh, and what did you mean back in Risley's office? When you said that you were protecting Linny and his siblings as well? Oh, that. I just asked His Grace to look out for those children, especially that diver boy. I was getting a bit worried after hearing that something was wrong with the water. Thankfully, Clorand is very strong and managed to save him in the nick of time. His Grace also sealed the pipes after Clorand left, to make sure that Linny wouldn't impulsively chase after his brother. Although the path was blocked, we still stationed some guards there to stop anyone from approaching. They were instructed to only open the door once Miss Clorand had returned. Oh, and I was keeping an eye on Mr. Linny as well. We had to press him, but we couldn't allow him to be in any real danger. You were all super considerate and really thought everything through.
Except for the part where she shot him.
It's just what we do down here at the fortress. At least this has been His Grace's style for as long as he's been the leader. Oh, I really wish Monsieur Nervula would come down here more often too. I feel like he'd like it here, with all the darkness and chaos. Get a good night's rest, you two. You both worked very hard.
R.I.P.
Right
Oops.
here.
A bitter pill to swallow.
Now, oh my god.
Mind the side effects.
Okay.
So much has happened. I'm on super sleep.
Jeez. Oh, she looks so cute on the bed.
Delicious. I'm on 1 second.
I never imagined in my brain that they actually sleep like that next to each other.
What happened? Why is everyone running?
Oh, fuck, what's happening?
No idea, but something must have happened. Stop asking.
Who's yelling? Paimon still wants to sleep. The doctor will see you now. What happened? Why is everyone running around? Hey, what are you doing?
No time to explain, mate. Goodbye.
Hey, wait!
Okay, he's like, hope you die.
What's wrong with these people? They won't even talk to us.
They're here! There you are!
Oh, thank goodness.
Quisto and Lavaroon, do you know what happened here?
We came here especially to inform you. Something seems to have gone terribly wrong just now.
What the fuck?
His Grace is telling everyone to evacuate and get out of here. Lavaroon was saying you two are new here and you don't have many friends, so you might slip through the cracks. Haven't you heard all the stories like that? An evacuation is successfully completed. Yet you only find out once you do a head count that 1 or 2 people are missing.
Wait, weren't you the one who brought that up? Why is it suddenly my idea?
Hey, shut up!
Okay, whatever. The point is, you should come with us. Yeah, he said to get as far away as possible, upwards and outwards.
Oh shit.
Oh no, it can't be that big.
Whoa, wait, what? What? Hey, where are you going?
We have to go find the Duke. You two just go and get out. Go on without us.
Hey, hey! Be careful!
Oh my god, that alarm is so scary. Wait, where's the entrance? Wait, down. Sorry, I'm nervous. What's happening?
They're here.
Just like I said.
They knew we'd come. Oh, fuck.
You're just in time. But be ready to run.
Oh my gosh. God damn. Got a regular old Aokiji over here. Holy shit. Oh no! Ah!
3, 2, 1.
Holy shit!
This won't hold it for long. Find Neuvillette. Tell him the defenses are about to collapse.
Then what will happen to you?
Until he arrives, we're the last line of defense. The gate. How long do you think it'll hold?
That depends on us.
Well, that was like the most badass thing I have ever seen. That was fucking awesome. And I am still regretting not pulling for him.
Neuvillette, where are you?
That's not me farting, that's my dog's toy.
Traveler, I need you to head to the Opera House immediately. Farina will soon be meeting with the knave there. You must protect Farina, and make sure she doesn't spend too much time alone with her. Will do. You have my sincerest gratitude.
Why did that look like D-Loop for a second? When I came around the corner, I saw red hair. I was like, what the hell?
People over there. The knave is probably here already. We need to hurry.
Are you two the traveler in Paimon? Monsieur Nervalet has left instructions. Please follow me. Though I'm sure he's already explained, this should be a mostly cordial conversation, unlikely to give rise to violence. But it would be most appreciated if you could protect Lady Farina.
What the dog doing? He is aggressively playing with his toy right now. I can't acknowledge him or let him know that I see him, because if I do, he's going to start whacking me with his toy and demanding that I play. I'm so nervous about what's going on. Farina looks nervous. Oh, she got so happy.
Oh, so you two are the honored guests Miss Farina mentioned.
Of course, of course. How could they not attend a meeting such as this? I must always have 2 or more guests at my dessert table. Otherwise, the occasion would be too lonely and unbecoming of my station.
It is my pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Mother.
I have heard much of your accomplishments. I am the Knave, one of the 11 Fatui Harbingers.
I've already prepared seats for you. Come, sit beside me.
Perhaps you two are unaware of how Miss Farina and I do things. You see, we actually recently agreed to get together for tea when we had the time. See this? This is a limited type of confectionery that Miss Farina simply adores. There are only 16 slices sold every day. Here, why don't you and Paimon have a taste?
Traveler, what do you think of this cake?
That's good to hear. So what Child said was on the mark after all. You do share a taste in desserts with Farina and I wonder how he's doing nowadays. You must have heard, right? He's suddenly gone missing. I'm really worried about his safety, you know. Here's to hoping that he's an excellent swimmer.
Since we're talking about him, I feel like I should add something. His martial prowess really looked certainly pretty impressive, yeah.
Oh, so you're also familiar with his aptitude for fighting, Miss Farina. Oh, right. I almost forgot. Child was subdued by Udex Nubilet.
I can't stand conversations like this, where like everything is an undertone or like a backhanded remark.
He just never imagined he'd run into such a person.
It's making me not like her. I know a lot of people like her, but I don't like people who are like conniving behind the scenes at all times. I can't stand it.
Coming from you, that's not surprising at all.
But I thought you would be happier to hear the news.
Of course, but it's still a bit of a shame. You see, I would have been far happier had I received this news somewhat earlier. As you well know, a long time has passed since Child disappeared.
Well, in any case, there's no need to worry. We know.
Oh, and just how do you know that?
Because we found evidence that proved he left the Fortress of Mirapede.
And where did he go after leaving the fortress?
Well,
The fortress of Meripede lies deep beneath the waves. Unless he pranced right out of the main gate, he must have had to swim for it. Do you have any proof that he surfaced safely? Ah, that is good news at least. His sister Tonya sent a letter to Fontaine not too long ago. Since he was unfortunately unavailable, I picked it up on his behalf. Do you have any idea how he usually writes back to his family? Dear Tonya, your letter made me feel like we were still enjoying our time in Snezhnaya together. I'm currently admiring the scenery on the streets in front of the...
All letters tend to follow the same few formats anyway, right? As long as the contents are accurate, it doesn't matter so much how it's written or how it's worded.
Hold on. The water in the teacup is shaking.
I suppose this is also a sign of things to come, Miss Farina.
Huh? I don't quite understand what you're trying to say.
Have we entered into the next stage of the prophecy?
My thanks to you both. I will take it from here.
Sure you don't need a hand?
Quite sure. Wow. So, what's your secret, huh? Let me guess. Who knows? Maybe it's just your sense of responsibility.
Sounds about right.
Can you imagine how scary that would be standing right in front of it? Oh my god.
A day may come when the prophecy is fulfilled and the waters burst forth. But it is not this day.
Hot damn.
This ancient power could easily obliterate an entire
Holy
race.
shit.
A tsunami of fury would unleash endless catastrophe. This sentence is too severe. Forgive me for overruling it.
They went out of their way to make the Fontaine men ridiculous.
All right. Seems like the problem inside has been suppressed.
Let me guess. We're safe for now. Indeed. But only for now. I win this bet. You owe me a present.
Very well. It was indeed just as you said.
You made a bet?
We made a bet on the size of your entourage. Cloran thought you wouldn't come down by yourself.
I figured you would have at least brought a few people along for appearance's sake. It appears I underestimated just how confidential the mission was.
Shouldn't you have gotten used to confidential missions by now? That's just how the courts
Excuse me.
operate.
So what gift must the loser give? Tea?
He already has tons of tea in his office. I'm thinking about a set of legal codices.
That wouldn't happen to be a dig at my lack of legal awareness, would it?
Well, I'm sure His Grace doesn't consider the fortress to be outside the law.
I was under the impression the residents of a place like this would be uninterested in the legal codices.
That was obviously a joke. Anyway, you've still got some unfinished business to attend to in the overworld, correct?
No need to stay here if you have a pressing matter. We all know you can't leave Palais Mermonia for long.
Thank you. I hope everything went smoothly with the Fatui Harbinger.
Well, that was cool as spook.
At this point, I don't think there's any more need to speak as
She's reminding me of someone that I know, like, that is in real life, and it's really grossing me out.
You know the prophecy by heart, and also that every part of it is being proven true. Yet, here you are, relaxing, drinking tea, and eating desserts as if it's all nothing more than a few stray bugs in your garden. Do you really think that's acceptable? The prophecy's hanging above our necks like a guillotine.
Why are you scolding her like a child? Do you think she doesn't know that?
Disaster or save their own. Even the orphans of the House of the Heart have devoted everything to saving their
And you don't know shit.
But you, it beggars belief just how nonchalant and carefree you have been. From the very beginning, you, the god Focalor, you have utterly failed to take action.
You're wrong. I've never ignored the prophecy, nor have I just been passing the time in self-indulgence. Retract your accusation and stop doubting the wisdom of the gods with such absurd conjectures.
You fucking tell her, Farina.
I'm alone in my doubts, you know. All the children of Fontaine may be harboring the exact same thoughts.
Shut up!
Right?
Oh, I hate her. Oh, I don't like her anymore.
Archon, how are you going to save them? Save us? How are the people you've sworn to protect supposed to survive in a land that will soon disappear beneath the waves?
I have my ways, and I've been working on them for all this time. Even if you look down upon me, you have no right to judge me. Fontaine will be saved. Even if I still cannot see the true future right now. As long as I continue on as I am, I will be able to hold my head up high!
Then I ask you, Miss Farina, just what have you been working on?
None of your fucking business.
Where can we see it, and what is it doing to help?
My machinations are just like the prophecy itself. They will only reveal themselves at the fated time. It is just that beings like yourselves are unable to perceive them as of yet.
I see. As a god, the proof of your labor always lies beyond prying mortal eyes. Allow me to be so bold as to ask another way. Would it be possible for you to tell us the parts of your plan that are not confidential? Such as your emergency response plan for the impending disaster?
An emergency response plan?
Oh,
She's really pissing me off.
Look in your eyes. Have you not even prepared
I can't help it. The way she speaks, how everything is backhanded, and she doesn't say what she means, it reminds me of someone that I really hate in my personal life, so that just kind of X's her out for me. I don't really care if she actually has good intentions.
And what do you plan to do with the massive amounts of indemnitium that has accumulated over the years?
The Oratrice? It's just like it appears to be.
So you also have no idea. If I'm not mistaken, someone's using
She's very condescending. I guess that's the word I'm looking for.
Unfortunately, it would seem that someone is not you, Miss Farina. I first caught wind of this when Linny tried to investigate the Oratrice in the Opera House. You see, even just getting close to the core contaminated him with an extremely large amount of indemnitium. But even if that had nothing to do with you, then what could you possibly be working on, oh great Hydro Archon? Oh, right. I almost forgot. Eudex Neuvillette is not at the tea party with us today. Miss Farina, I suppose you
Oh my god, I get that stuck in my head all the time.
Troublesome business.
I haven't even, like, seen all the parts, and I get that stuck in my head all the time.
Please keep it a secret for me.
Of course I will. Although, I must say, Miss Farina, you seem quite insecure without the Eudex by your side. Oh, very well. Let's stop that conversation here. There are still a few slices of cake left, so please, help yourselves, everyone. Traveler, I heard that you were recently commissioned to handle a few matters on behalf of the Udex. Why don't you take an extra slice of cake? Those who work hard deserve gratitude and praise. You too, Paimon.
Thank you. Paimon will take you up on that offer. Oh, Paimon's super full.
If it's on my tea table, it must be of the highest quality. Yes, and we must thank the knave for bringing these over as well.
You're welcome. I'm sure the cake also felt greatly honored to be featured at Miss Farina's table. And I was merely catering to Miss Farina's tastes, seeking a chance to chat over tea. It is getting late. Why don't we call it a day? There are still a few matters that I need to take care of, so I must take my leave now.
Very well. We'll end it here.
Mind seeing me off, traveler? We could use the opportunity to discuss child before I must be on my way.
Ugh. Maybe she'll do something to make me like her later on, but if she keeps speaking like my mother, I'm never ever going to like her. Which way? This way? This really has felt like the actual longest Archon quest act of all time. I am not complaining. I'm having a good time. I just mean it feels very long.
I'm glad that you were willing to come with me. Of course, child was just an excuse. I have no interest in your dealings with him.
That's what Paimon thought.
You lent your aid to the children of the House of the Hearth. As their father, I would like to express my gratitude. That was all. Formal topics should be discussed in formal settings, and informal topics in informal settings. I know you just returned from the fortress of Meripede. Relax. I have no intention of trying to get anything out of you. Linny, Lynette, and Fremine are still there, and I trust their judgment and abilities.
They've all been working very hard and have always done all they can to fight back against anyone who tried to stop them. Especially Linny.
You mean Wriothesley. He's a tricky one to deal with. It's unfortunate that Linny's so eager to prove himself that he can't learn to rely on others. Including me. By the way, and you can just consider this a bit of idle gossip, but what's your impression of Farina? You are outside of our disputes, and the freest person in all of Fontaine, able to move around most easily. Allow me to share my perspective with you.
And that's
Right.
everything that happened during the trial. Master Child was declared guilty and immediately transported to the fortress of Meripede.
Didn't he say he was coming here on vacation? Does he not feel an ounce of shame for all the trouble he has caused? Forget it. He did give us an opportunity. I will be meeting someone shortly.
Do you require help with any preparations?
No need. I will take care of it myself. I need to meet with Farina, the Hydro Archon. She is at the heart of Fontaine. But what's fascinating about her is that she often seems more like a celebrity than a working Archon.
Oh, come over here,
Aw.
you little critter, you.
Oh shit, why is that cat like terrified? That cat looks afraid for its life.
You dare to run from me? Stop right this instant!
My goal is just to discover the location of the Gnosis. But I didn't expect the chance to approach Farina to be handed to me on a silver platter. This is so easy, it's actually making me a bit suspicious. Anything left unguarded is usually just bait. But no one will blame someone for taking the bait. After all, from the moment it was attached to the hook, the bait is meant to be sacrificed. It's just as I guessed.
Does Rena not know that's her?
The
What?
hydrolysis is not currently held by the Archon. In fact, this Archon
What?
doesn't seem like a god at all. And I sense that she's under some kind of curse.
Who are you? And what are you trying to do? Please don't kill me. I'm begging you, please.
The fear in her pupils is genuine, so perhaps she's not bait after all. Either way, targeting her has lost all meaning. I left the scene with ease. Nobody came looking for me, and nobody could serve as a witness to my near assassination of Focalor. I suspect.
So what, is she like a
Farina
fake
dares not
Archon?
mention this incident to anyone. Not long after, my informants confirmed what I had guessed. After returning to her quarters, Farina quietly cried alone. She was so scared that she could not sleep that night, nor could she even bring herself to eat her cake. There's no doubt that there's something wrong with her. I began to entertain the possibility that she is not the true Hydro.
What? No.
Perhaps Eudex
Wait, what?
is
No way,
actually a
right?
genuine article.
No way, right?
I have to find the Gnosis. If the Neuvillette hypothesis is correct, he is probably in possession of it. Alternatively, it might have been hidden in a place that's hard for ordinary people to access.
Yes, Father.
My dear children, please speak.
News from the fortress of Meripede. Master Child has gone missing. On top of that, the contacts and guards we bribed at the fortress have all gone quiet as well.
Probably the handiwork.
No,
of
I didn't get
Ryan's
spoiled. I've avoided them all.
I'm afraid so.
This is a good opportunity. The value of a harbinger is much higher than most would imagine. We now have an excuse to exert diplomatic pressure on the Fontaine authorities. Set up a meeting for me. I would like to meet the Hydro Archon and Eudex Neuvillette. Oh, and I have an additional mission for you three.
Yes, Father.
Tartaglia's disappearance was not a part of my plan, but I can use
I was about
it
to ask
make a
that.
breakthrough.
Hold on.
With this as my excuse, I can ask for an official audience and continue my investigation of Farina and Eudex Neuvillette. The initiative belongs to the House.
I can't believe this took me almost 3
My wish
hours to finish
investigate
this
the
last part.
fortress of Meripede will be a front. Linny and his group will be responsible for the actual intelligence gathering.
Okay, you guys, I'm sorry. I drink so much water. I have to pee again, and I have to let my dog out because he has to pee too.
Linny's group is
But
quite close to you.
it's up to you guys. I can keep going tonight and start doing a little bit more of the next quest, or I can stop and we can do it tomorrow. So while I'm gone, you guys let me know if you want me to keep going or stop, because I know a lot of y'all need to go the fuck to sleep. So let me know. I'll be right back. You wanna go potty? You wanna go potty? Come on. Come on. Let's go potty. I'm back. Okay, let's see. Bye, Lula. Well, I will tell you guys, I only have like, what time is it? 8:45. So I have 1 more hour max, tops. It's the most I can do. So it's up to you guys if you want me to like wait so we can actually do as much as possible tomorrow or start it now. I'm just gonna keep watching this while you guys talk.
You attacked the Hydro Archon?
It wouldn't mean anything, even if you shouted it from the rooftops. After all, even Farina herself is still pretending that nothing of that sort ever happened.
Alright then.
I've now had 2 chances to enjoy tea with Farina. I have to say, the leadership of Fontaine is even more inscrutable than I had imagined. I once surmised that Udex Neuvillette must be the Hydro
Okay, we can
Archon.
start now.
But now, that doesn't seem right to me either. I am a servant of Her Majesty the Tsaritsa. Over my years of service, I've learned how a real Archon conducts and carries themselves. Whether Udex
So who's the real
Neuvillette or
Archon?
Farina, neither fits the bill. It's hard to imagine either of them as the Archon. Of course, that is all just how I feel. Gut feelings often do not require justification. It is, however, quite amusing to me that after all my years working in intelligence gathering, I've come to realize I am at a complete loss regarding the identity of the god of the land of my birth. Don't you think Fontaine is quite intriguing? A catastrophe looms, yet many secrets have yet to rise to the surface. It looks like Fontainians will have no choice but to save themselves. Ultimately, though, one must survive in order to do anything else. Should the need arise, I would be happy to cooperate with you. You don't need to commit to anything right now, of course. I have a feeling that the situation will continue to evolve.
Does the Fontaine Archon quest end in 4.2? Like, do we have all of it, or is there still more that's coming out?
Someday. He certainly returned quickly. You must want to catch up with each other, so I'll leave you to him.
Neuvillette, is it over?
For now, yes. But this issue will prove quite thorny in the long term. I'm concerned that sooner or later the prophesized events will occur. Thank you for protecting
It is over?
Farina.
Okay.
To put it simply, I used my power to force back the Primordial Sea and reseal the sluice gate.
Ooh, we do get Dane back? Is that quest already out? Or is it the one that's coming up? Didn't Dane not show up somewhere? Where was it? Like Inazuma or something? Dane didn't show up?
So as expected, the knave has turned up the pressure on Farina. She's trying to feel her out, though I'm still unsure as to her motives. Permission granted.
Whoa. It can't be that you're the real Hydro Archon, right? But that's just a speculation on our part, though.
Ah, okay. So we're about to get the Dane quest.
Can't tell us?
What the fuck? What do you mean he can't tell us?
Then that's okay. We can talk about something else. We won't try to force you. You guys in Fontaine are super strange.
If by the phrase "you guys" you are referring to Farina and I, then although I'm not sure just what you are trying to imply, I must clarify that I do not share her positions on a multitude of topics. I believe so. The fortress has a long and complex history. It has seen much grief and suffering. And now, another catastrophe will soon be upon us. I mourn this turn of events.
Huh? Why is it raining all of a sudden?
Wait, doesn't it only rain when something happens? I can't remember. Huh? Dragon of Water once resided in Fontaine. Every time it weeps, the skies will cloud up and pour out rain. When was the last time it rained in Fontaine? I can't remember why it was raining last.
You may be closer to the truth than you think.
Oh? And what are you thinking? The dragon of... what? Huh?
Please do not be so surprised. Farina?
Neverland, are you listening?
Ah, my apologies.
We were just guessing randomly. We didn't guess right, did we? You're not actually the dragon sovereign of water, right? Well, if you don't want to confirm or deny...
You guessed correctly. I sincerely hope you'll be able to keep this a secret for me.
Right, of course. We'll definitely help you keep it a secret. There's still something Paimon wants to ask you, though.
I can't even word right now.
Go ahead.
Well, if you are the dragon sovereign of water, and you were able to force back the primordial sea from the fortress, then since Fontaine's prophecy is all about seawater, couldn't you just use your power to solve the crisis?
None of the currently living dragon sovereigns in the world, myself included, possess our full dragonhood. They say that when the first usurper arrived on Tivat, they seized a part of the dragon's power. Today, that stolen power is the basis of the Archon's authorities.
Interesting.
There are 7 elemental Archons and 7 matching
What?
dragon sovereigns.
Wait, like
Sovereign
Dvalin?
of water who lived through that era perished a long time ago. As their successor, I know far less.
Wait,
of that
pause.
part of our
Pause.
ancient history.
Like, what, so each Archon has, like, a dragon counterpart or buddy? So, like, what about, okay, if we say Dvalin for Animo, then Rex Lapis and Zhongli, like, he was already a dragon. So was he, like, one and the same? But then what about Inazuma? Was there a dragon in Inazuma? Or Sumeru? Or am I off base? Does it have nothing to do with Dvalin? This is blowing my fucking mind right now. Okay.
In any case, I believe I will not be able to do much unless the Archon disappears and returns their elemental authority to me.
Apep and Nahida. I don't know who that is, but it could be because I didn't pay attention to Nahida's second story quest. So if that's what that has to do with, then I didn't pay attention. But that's why I made a new Genshin account, because I'm actually paying attention to all the side quests and stories and stuff like that. So I will understand that later.
Given the status quo, however, I would recommend finding another way to deal with the prophecy.
Oh, so even you can't solve it.
I still have some urgent matters to attend to at my office. If you have any more questions...
That's like a huge lore drop, I feel like.
Welcome to discuss them with me at a later
We're literally learning things about Venti from 3 fucking years ago.
There's a place that Paimon wants to go to. Traveler, why don't we pay another visit to the Fortress of Meripede? Paimon is a little worried. We'll see you another time.
Take care.
That just blew my mind. Excuse me. Okay. Let's see what is happening here. Should I go over there first? Why not? His butt cheeks are so weird. He's got old man butt. Oh. No, I mean, you might be totally right. I have no idea. So Azdaha is the Liyue dragon.
Caught and thrown back down here, right?
Huh? No, not at all.
So then, do we know who the dragon for Inazuma was?
Escaped from jail during all the commotion. I'd held you up as legendary jailbreakers, but now you're telling me you just never left?
we're sorry, but we just had some business to take care of.
All right. There's no need to get caught up in the details. We're just
Did it?
relieved to see you.
I'm not super into lore either.
Worried about you, you know.
Hey, it wasn't just me. Weren't you super worried as well?
Something like that, yeah. I was also transferred to work in the kitchen a few days ago. I can still hear Quisto mumbling to the carrots. Are those two all right? Do you think they made it out alive?
Skeleton
Whenever
corpse in
you say
Inazuma.
that,
Aren't there
I
multiple?
tell 'em I'm sure they're fine.
Which corpse are you
Wherever
talking
they
about?
They're kicking back with drinks in hand, enjoying the lovely scenery.
Hey, there's nothing.
Do you mean like the
wrong
big
worried about your prison
snake
pals.
corpse on
Is
that one
there?
island?
I mean, considering how they always love listening to all my gossip.
These two. They sure are a lot warmer and friendlier than when Paimon first met them.
Oh, well, if you say so. I'll be watching you to make sure you finish every last bite.
Great. I'll go there last. I want to get the other ones out of the way. Someone, don't let me forget I gotta go get my dog at some point. It's way too cold to leave him out there for too long. I should go get my dog right now. Where? Oh.
Sejuin! Traveler, Paimon, you're back! Are you still doing alright? Did either of you get hurt? We're fine, but what about you guys? It was such a huge mess. How bad was it? A few people sustained superficial injuries, but that's about the extent of the damage. Monsieur Nervulette paid us a visit. It was all thanks to him that we managed to suppress the crisis. Oh, of course. We must also thank you for the help you provided. How did Nervulette know that he was
It's clearly Miko. You're right. You're so right.
Well, Monsieur Nervulette has strong resonance with the hydro element. When the water level rises, he can feel the waves produced. I ran into the bombshell bros while bandaging the injuries of the wounded. They were mumbling the whole time about how you just ran down without a word. I'm so relieved to see that you're both all right. If you're not too pressed for time, please stay with us a few more days. Just let me know if you get a craving for any particular dish, so I can have Mr. Walsey get your meals prepared. Oh, and please feel free to visit the infirmary for a break at any time.
Wait, so Dvalin's not the dragon sovereign of Anemo?
Your facial muscles as well. Your happy smiles are quite
What the hell is
contagious,
Dvalin?
you know. They're so memorable, and I've missed them immensely while you were gone.
I gotta go up. Oh. Interesting. That's very weird then, to have a dragon companion but not be the dragon. That's a very interesting story choice that they are making to do that.
Now guess, what suit will this next card be?
I know I said we could start the new one today, but with how long this is taking, we may not.
Well, well, look who it is.
Traveler, Paimon.
Hello, everyone.
Looks like you're recovering nicely, Fremine.
Mm-hmm. Thanks to everyone's support. Oh, right. I managed to work up the courage to thank Miss Clorand in person.
Whoa, how did she react?
She told me that it was nothing. It was as if saving a life.
Here's what I'll do.
wasn't a big deal to
Just
her
in
at all.
case I don't finish it tomorrow. Like if I have to
also
stop
told me not to
tomorrow, I don't
worry
normally stream on Fridays,
She didn't
but
want to stress you out,
I will
that's all.
finish it on Friday.
right.
So like if we don't get through it all tomorrow, I will stream again on Friday, even though I don't normally. That way we make sure we get it all done.
Check this out.
And then on the weekend, I'll go back to my regular normal shenanigans.
Met the knave.
You met Father? Did she say anything to you?
She said a few things that were, a bit hard to understand. And also that she's looking forward to working with us in the future.
Her attitude towards you is even better than what we'd imagined. That's fantastic. You should believe her. She has her own way of doing things, and she'll do everything in her power to help those she considers close, which now might also include you.
Mm-hmm. Father is very capable, and also trustworthy.
Oh, Paimon just remembered that she thought Lenny was a bit too proud as well. She said that you should learn how to rely on others sometimes.
Got it.
That does sound like something that Father would say.
Hey!
Are you going to stay here for the next few days?
Looks like it, yeah.
Excellent. I will host a tea party.
For real? Then Paimon wants another serving of cake.
Paimon, you fat ass.
Another implies that you were already served some delicious cake while you were up there. How lovely. Well, next time, you're going to have tea and snacks with us.
Okay. Oop. Let me go get my dog real quick. That way he doesn't get too cold. His little paws, I can't speak, are gonna be cold. Okay, be right back.
But if you never test the limits, how can anyone know where the boundaries of these laws are?
Guys, fixing to scream. Listen, I am not an angry person. Okay, it takes a lot to make me angry, and I am about to freak out on my dog right now. He does this thing whenever he wants to come inside where he scratches on the back door. He will scratch on the back door, and right now what he's doing, I open the door to let him in, and he fucking takes off running. And I stand there, and I wait for him. He doesn't come. I close the door, walk away, and then he scratches on the door. And then I open the door for him, and he fucking takes off running. He wants me to go outside and get him and bring him back in. And it is rage-inducing. Okay, I'm good. I'm calm. I'm calm. I would love to have a Paimon as an adventure partner so I could cook delicious meals for her. I would like someone to cook for me. I'm tired of cooking dinner every night.
You're about to collapse, aren't you?
Oh my god, my dog just made me so mad. He's still outside. I couldn't make him come inside. Because every time I would go open the door to get him, he fucking takes off running and then hides in the backyard and wants me to come fucking get him. Like, no, fuck you. He's scratching on the door, Dan. I can hear him. It is infuriating. He is trying to prank me. Oh my god. Luckily it's not that cold out, so I don't feel like he's like in danger. He's totally fine.
Hello there. It's been quite the mess here recently. How have you been?
And you? Are you still taking the secret passageway from the infirmary to work on the ship?
Yep. That is still top secret, though. so don't say a word to anyone.
It can be a bit annoying when there are lots of people in the infirmary, but I still prefer taking that route over the one from the Duke's office.
I mean, the infirmary does make it easier for you to slack off.
Oh yeah? Then why are you also here
Refrigerated
so much?
cookies? I don't know if I've ever refrigerated cookies before.
Using your jobs as a cover for your relationship, aren't you?
Not at all.
Aww. If my dog does not stop scratching on my door, I'm literally going to rage because I'm gonna go over there. I'm gonna open the door and he's gonna fucking take off running. I even had a treat in my hand. I was like, here, take your treat. All you gotta do is come inside and you can have your treat. And he was like, no, I'm gonna fucking sprint away from you like you are threatening my life.
Do my eyes deceive me, or did I just see 2 inmates come back after making it to the surface? Some strange winds blowing of late.
We wanted to see how the fortress is doing.
We're fine, for the most part. Neuvillette came down and took care of the worst of it.
If that's the case, why don't you just ask him to stay here?
Just live here.
Yeah, what a brilliant plan. Let's go convince the Udex himself to exchange the Courts of Fontaine for a puddle of water in the middle of nowhere. He came here in a hurry and left without even stopping for a cup of tea. He did remember to take Miss Sigewinne's gift with him, though.
He sure sounds super busy.
Miss Cloran has left as well. She also took her gift from Miss Sigewinne.
Were the gifts milkshakes?
Neuvillette got the milkshake. Cloran received lipstick instead.
Those aren't even remotely alike.
Well, it's Neuvillette's own fault for making Sigewinne worried about his health by working so much. But besides that, our head nurse is still pretty fond of picking out beauty products for the ladies. Oh, and I have some gifts here for you as well.
I would be so offended if I got lipstick instead of a milkshake.
Nope, they're from yours truly. You've already wrapped up your work at the fortress, so you can return to the surface at any time. You haven't yet served your full prison term, however, so you may continue to use your cell until your term is up.
For real? Then we can stay here for a really long time?
You may access the cafeteria for free. Just remember to come complete your paperwork once it's time for your release.
I'm curious about his scars. Like, why does he have so many of them? I'm sure we're gonna learn that information in a story quest or something. If you're asking me about cookies, I really like chocolate chip cookies. I could eat a million chocolate chip cookies. You know what's really good? Something I discovered yesterday. I took a chocolate chip cookie and I put cinnamon applesauce on top of it. And it was like the most delicious thing I had ever had in my life. 10 out of 10 recommend. Let's go to sleep.
We're back in our cell again. We're no longer prisoners, though, so it really doesn't feel the same. Being free sure feels pretty special now.
Does he have a voice line about it? I'd have to go look on Ryan's account and see it.
Huh? How did you know? Hey, that's not true.
Okay, let me know if you find it.
All right. Okay, I just wanted to say that we really are an amazing duo after all. It's like we've now gone to so many places together and become friends with so many people. We've never stopped traveling or stopped meeting new friends. There are so many bad things in the world, and we're just two people, but we've still been solving problems no matter where we go. Isn't that pretty cool?
Ew.
You're counting Paimon today? Aren't you the only adventurer here? Then let's ask Catherine to give Paimon an adventurer handbook as well.
Oh no, your poor internet. It's because you made a bad joke. The FBI was like, nope, you're done.
The last time we fell asleep here, we woke up to a whole mess outside us. We should be safe now, right? All right then. Good night to you, traveler.
Shit hits the fan overnight. Oh, what's happening? What's happening? What's happening? The way I would shit in my drawers if I saw that. I would have it pants full of dookie. Oh my god. So what, child is in the primordial sea? Ryan's calling me. Hold on. Hold please, guys. Hey.
Hello.
I'm still on stream.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
Time to listen to it on my way home.
No, you don't have to listen to it. Okay, I love you, bye.
What?
Yeah, I love you, bye. Sorry, guys. Ryan always calls me when he's on his way home from work, so he's heading home now. Okay. Alright, we can start on it. I've got about 30 more minutes until Ryan gets home. Wait until the next day. What, him calling me? Yeah. He kind of likes me a little bit.
Oh, it's just some chronic problem I have flaring up again. Nothing to worry about.
Aw, you're so sweet. Thank you.
Now for a little rest after breakfast. This is the life. Wait a sec. Isn't something important supposed to happen today?
What?
Oh, today's our big day!
Oh.
We're supposed to leave the Fortress of Mirapede! Come on! We've got to go complete the release procedures now!
I'm so intrigued. Because I know that people have told me the last time I was fighting that whale boss that that is the primordial sea. Someone said that, so I know that's where Child is now.
Please, sign here. This document will be effective immediately upon signing, and you two may exit the Fortress of Mirapede via the regular channels.
It's been so long since we've been to the surface. Let's hurry up and...
Oh, fucking hell, what's happening now?
What's happening?
No, she's dead.
I'm fine, thanks. But I wonder what that tremor was just now.
Let's go ask the Duke.
I like how we can just casually barge into his office now. I want to wish so bad. Wait, how long until I can wish for Navia? 5 days? I need to go get Titus. Okay, I'm gonna go try to get Titus again. If he doesn't come in when I try to get him, I'm gonna rage. If you guys hear me screaming, that's why. BRB. Bad boy. Okay, I'm back. I got the dog in. He's like, what did I do wrong, Mom? Why are you mad? I didn't do nothing.
Your Grace?
Ah, good to see you two. Is there something you wish to see me about?
Yeah, what was with the
Ah, that. The tremor didn't originate from the seafloor.
From the
In fact,
surface?
it seems it came from the
Oh.
surface. Over the years
I'm
of serving
nervous.
as the warden here, I've developed a sense for distinguishing between what occurs on the surface and what occurs underwater. Besides, the seal that Monsieur Neuvillette set in place won't fail so easily.
So the fortress is okay?
If you recall our last incident, if there really were a problem, there would be crowds of inmates in a panic right now.
True.
You've got a point. Okay, seems we need to get back up to the surface and ask about what happened. By the way, do you know what day it is today?
I believe today is this month's pipe cleaning day.
Wait, seriously?
Ah, yes. Have you completed your release papers?
Yep. It's you two. Are you leaving now? That's right. Today is our last day in prison. But now that Paimon says that, it doesn't feel like we were confined here. It's actually been pretty nice. Oh yeah, Paimon feels fond of this place now. Then be sure to come back and visit. I'll miss you.
If you've signed the release
I just
papers,
realized
then
he
you're
wears
free to go.
thigh-high boots.
The guards will escort you out.
You're not going to see us off?
I knew you'd ask. All right, sure.
Cute.
Let's go.
Well, you actually agreed.
I'm in love with this man.
Must be busy. Paimon was just joking.
Ah, so you do have a polite side, I see.
After being down here for so long, I imagine you must feel like you're lacking companionship. Shall I come along too?
Why would they turn her down?
Yeah,
I feel mean.
We'll come back to see you. Paimon really likes the cafeteria here. The chefs sure do know how to make good grub.
I hope you won't be here as convicts the next time I see you.
Do our best to stay out of trouble. Well, it seems our work in the Fortress of Mirapede is finished. That's the end of another chapter in our journey. And since Neuvillette was the one who asked us to come here, we should probably go report to him now. Next up, the Palais Mermonia. You're going to see Monsieur Neuvillette? Please pass on our kind regards.
I'm sure just your regards will do, no?
I believe it would be the polite thing to do.
You're right. I've heard the Palais has been terribly busy these days. Tell him that I hope he hasn't been overwhelmed by the recent string of troubles.
I'm excited to see what's so good about this quest that makes everybody freak out about it. I feel like the brightness on this screen is way too fucking high, because that is like loud. That is like one of them big ass jacked up trucks with high beams on. That's what that feels like. Oh my god. It's okay, I didn't want my eyeballs anyway. Excuse me.
Mermonia sure is buzzing with activity today. Halt!
Halt!
Oh, it's you two. Apologies. Monsieur Neuvillette did say you'd be welcome at any time.
Excuse me.
What the hell?
Would you
Oh,
mind
scared
helping
the
me
shit out
take a
of me.
look at this report?
I'll be right there. Sorry, I've got my hands full here. But you can see yourselves in. Everyone's so busy. Seems a lot has been happening.
Who's watching us? No one?
Hello. You've come at the right time.
The second
but
half,
you'll
things
have to
go
wait for just a
crazy.
moment, as there are some urgent matters I must tend to first.
I'm excited.
In the meantime, please have a seat. If you'd like to have something to drink, let the Melusine outside know.
That's all right. We just ate.
Very well then.
Let's take a break over there while we wait for him to finish his work.
All right. That should wrap things up for now.
Are you done with your work?
Are you finished with those errands?
Sorry to keep you waiting.
A ton of dialogue. Oh, that's not
Today
really
should
anything
be
new.
the day you were released from the Fortress of Mirapede. And it appears that you've managed to complete all the release paperwork.
That's right. And we came here to see you right away.
Ah, I wish I could be a lore person.
A massive
What?
whale.
Do you have any idea what that might be?
Judging from your description, that cannot have occurred in any ordinary waters, but rather something like the primordial sea. A whale of that size and shape cannot usually be found in the waters of Tevat. Therefore, we can only assume that Child is presently immersed in primordial seawater.
Immersed in primordial seawater? But how? And is he okay?
Most people wouldn't be capable of entering in the first place. I'm not completely sure how he could have gotten there myself. Yes? What is it?
Ah, right!
Ah, what did that say?
We asked the Duke and he said it wasn't from underwater, so we figured you might know something about it.
What did they ask him? Can anyone rewind and see what that said? I didn't mean to click past it. Did anyone catch it? It's definitely not as boring when there is voice actors. I would agree with that. But some of it kills me. I'm just gonna keep going, but somebody please tell me what that was.
It turns out that I have just received a report about this particular matter. In fact, that's exactly what I was busy with a moment ago. The source of the tremor was here on the surface near Poisson.
Oh, is it
After
about the
shaking
tremor?
stopped, the water levels in the Poisson area rose at an alarming rate.
The water levels rose? Oh no! What about all the people there?
Fortunately, the water levels only rose for a short period of time, and have already returned to normal now. However, I still have a bad feeling about the whole phenomenon. If the change in water levels is connected with the leaking primordial seawater, then the situation in Poisson may be much worse than it appears.
Navia should be in Poisson, right? We need to go check on her!
My
I'd
woman!
also like to go there as soon as possible, but I'm afraid I can't leave just yet. We must immediately formulate disaster prevention plans for the surrounding coastal areas to avoid potential catastrophes. I'll have to ask you two to go to Poisson first. I'll meet you there to check on the situation
thank
once
you.
I've finished things here.
What was that tremor we felt earlier is what it said. Thank you for looking that up for me.
No time to lose! Let's get going!
Please be careful.
Zoom.
Oh no! What happened here?
You know what the fuck happened.
Navia should be around here, right? We need to make sure she's still... Paimon means we need to check on her.
Navia! Where are you, darling? Oh fuck, oh shit.
We haven't seen a single soul all the way here. Oh, this is getting scary.
What will I ever do now?
Look, there's someone on the roof over there.
Just stay put. We're coming up. Watch your balance.
All right, just hurry.
I'm not young anymore.
Uni cannot wait.
I'm on my own.
My stream can wait. Oh no.
He looks pretty sad.
My leg! My leg! How could this have happened? It hurts!
Just hang in there. Help is on the way. You can hold my hand if it makes you feel better.
I got wrecked. I know Navia's fine, but my brain is like, oh god, something happened. I'm doing good. How are you doing today? I'm freaking hungry, actually. My tummy just growled really loud. There she is. She's so pretty. Navia is the prettiest character in this entire game.
We heard there was a situation in Poisson, so we came as quickly as we could.
Yes. As you can see, the water level suddenly rose. It caused quite the disturbance, in fact.
Oh, what happened?
Demoiselle! There was a wounded resident next to a building southeast of here. We've already transported him to safety, but we've run out of medical supplies.
He's wounded? How badly?
He fell, so it's probably a broken leg. He's pretty shaken up. When the water level rose, he desperately climbed up to the roof. Once the water receded and he saw the ground, he became terrified and eventually...
He jumped down then. Find the leader of Squad 1 and tell him to take the wounded resident to see a doctor. He should know where to go.
Understood. I'll take over his search and rescue mission in the meantime.
All right. You'll be in charge. I'm sorry. Where were we?
The situation in Poisson?
Right. Allow me to explain. A little earlier, we suddenly heard a loud noise.
I get quiet all of a sudden.
At first, everyone thought that something might have exploded in the waterways. But before we knew it, water started pouring out from everywhere. The rushing water seemed a little odd, almost like the unique color of primordial seawater. Some people didn't realize the danger and thought it was just ordinary water, leaking from somewhere. Everyone on the street who happened to be close to the water didn't have a chance to escape.
Oh my god.
As the water levels rose, they suddenly disappeared. They were all dissolved. Those who realized what was
I'm
happening
pausing it because I want to say
started
something.
to flee in a panic, desperately trying to get to higher ground. Many were injured in the stampede, and some people fell from significant heights.
I just wanted to say, I have not had a character where I like looked at them and was like, oh my god, I need that character in a really long time. I feel like the last person that I was like that with was like Ayaka. So Navia is the first character that has caught my attention so hard like that. So I'm really excited to get Navia. I've been saving for her for not that long, but I'm excited to get her.
The Spina di Rosula initiated rescue operations as quickly as possible, but there have been
Oh my god, my tummy's growling.
a lot of casualties. Fortunately, the water began to recede after some time, and the chaos came to an end.
How can they even keep
The
track of
water
how many
that
people they
flooded the area
lost?
contained primordial seawater, so the lower levels of Poisson are still hazardous. To ensure everyone's safety, I've asked the people there to leave as soon as possible.
That's so
No one knows
sad.
if this could happen again. All we can do for now is try our best to help evacuate the residents. We still haven't completed the head count, but we'll have some numbers soon.
Oh, I guess they can count who's
How
left.
awful. And all of this just came out of nowhere.
God, that's terrifying.
It was quite
Thank you.
frightening indeed. I only wish that everything that just happened was a bad dream.
Is there any way we can help Navia?
Thank you for being so willing to help in a moment of crisis like this. You don't know how much it means to me. I really can't express how grateful I am.
Oh no, who are we missing?
Don't say that, Navia. That's what friends are for.
Demoiselle! We've got a situation here!
I'll be right there. Sorry, I need to go for now.
And off she goes. Seems it might be a while before she can take a break.
Okay, the wounded are being tended to, and we finished a preliminary head count. More support has just arrived, so I suppose I finally have a moment to focus on my own matters. Of course, we should remain ready for anything, and continue doing our best to rescue others. I'll be sure to have everyone at the Spina di Rosula ready to render assistance. Traveler, Paimon, would you two accompany me to my father's grave for a moment?
Huh? Right now?
Thank you.
Ah, fook. No.
The weather is damp and chilly.
Are they meant to be
Suggest getting
American?
Indoors to avoid these conditions, if possible.
I thought they were all French or English. Only 9K primos, no big deal.
You took your time.
Sorry, I bumped into the travel.
I'm just gonna skip it. I'm skipping it. It's fine.
So what's
I have my backup account. That's where I will pay attention to this story. I want to do the Archon quest right now. I need to get them out of here.
Gemma? You mean Caesar?
I'm just trying to get...
Yeah, she does. Ever since Caesar passed away, she's been... I asked her what she was... She knows he's gone.
She's been...
I'll bet. I don't know if I'm honest. I think this is all...
Don't
anyway,
care.
well, that's everything.
All right, well...
You're welcome.
I do care, and I will pay attention later, but not right now.
You're kidding.
I don't know anymore, but what if?
What a pretty NPC.
Oh, please.
She's so pretty.
Did I say that? I don't seem to recall.
Hello there. Sorry for we're actually quite...
You've come to the... He was I was right up...
I saw him sometimes. Huh. But after
What is this, like Lenny's story quest? Is that what we're doing right now?
Whatever the case, now that the weasel is back, I bet Gemma... No, speak of the devil. That's her over there. If you've got any more
Can we be
questions
done with
about
this?
Caesar...
So that's... Wait.
Bruh. Her eyes are so pretty.
Who's asking? Don't be afraid. It looks like you're in... Thanks. My name is Lenny.
My name's Pine.
The weasel posted a... You knew Caesar. I promise you can... Huh.
No.
Got it.
I promise I
Don't
will
have any more
watch it
questions.
on my
Please
backup
leave.
account. That's kind of the purpose of my backup account. See you later. We'll be on stream tomorrow, so maybe we'll catch you then.
Judging by the look on her
Have a
face,
good day at
there's
school.
Definitely...
She's lying. She
That's fair. In any case.
Okay, can I do it now? Mother fluker. What did it say to wait until? Like tomorrow 8 to something? Boo. What am I doing? Which one was it? Lenny's? Where did it go? Oh. 8 to... I did! We are running out of time! Oh, it let me in.
Well, given the time of day and the whole situation in Poisson, Paimon doesn't think there'd be a ton of people here visiting graves.
Right. That's how things are now. The living are so exhausted that they've no strength to spare any words for the dead.
Navia?
I wish I could be like that, but I cannot get into story. Oh my god, why is she crying so hard?
Navia, what's wrong?
Sorry. I just... Malus and Silver. They won't ever come back here again. What should I do, Papa?
Huh? What happened to them?
Everyone agreed on the rescue plan, but still... I was the one who initiated it. They were helping evacuate the residents, but they couldn't leave in time. And they were caught in the seawater.
What should we do?
I just want to hug her.
I've known them for so long. And I know they weren't afraid. But I could at least hold a funeral for my father. And I know where he rests. But as for Malus and Silver, they're just gone. I just can't.
Everything looks so clean after it rains. Even the gravestones. I didn't expect that you'd enjoy a glass of red wine in front of Master Callus's grave.
I can understand. Besides, the scenery here isn't half bad.
See, it's not just me. I always want to bring something when I visit Papa. Perhaps we might even have a picnic. He wouldn't be angry, would he?
How could Master ever be upset with you, Demoiselle? Yet the
This
cemetery
poor girl
is
has
the
been through
home
so
of
much.
those who have passed, is it not? Everyone ends up here sooner or later, no matter who you are.
Buying yourself a plot in advance, are you?
No need yet. But when I do, I hope you'll let me be buried beside Master Callus, Demoiselle.
Hey, stop joking around.
I'm quite serious. That way, it'll save us both the trip to see each other whenever you visit your father's grave.
That makes sense. In that case, could I be buried on his other side?
After all, besides you, Demoiselle, the two of us could certainly be considered Master's closest companions, no?
Personally, I believe we fill those
I haven't done
shoes
that
just
quest yet.
Why are you bringing this up all of a sudden? Seriously. All right. I'll remember your requests.
But I'd really prefer not to talk about this stuff. And what do you mean by saving me a trip? I'd make the journey even if I had to visit you two somewhere else.
I'd promised to let them rest in peace here. But here I am breaking that promise. I'm sorry for letting you see me in a mess like this. I don't usually cry, really.
Not relatable.
Mama doesn't know how to help you feel better. But, well, she understands how you feel.
I had always thought I could make my wishes come true. But now that I think about it, that never solely relied on me. Many things can only be accomplished with someone else's help. Malus and Silver have helped me so much. But by contrast, I could do nothing for them. I'm so sorry.
You can spend as much time as you need here, Navia. We'll stay with you.
Thank you. Right now, you don't know how much that means. By the way, you can have a look at this. It's a list of victims from the incident that took place here.
Obena, Khan, Burnett, Giverny, Francine, Karina, Daisy Ray, Joinville,
That
Juliet,
just gave me like full body chills.
Hassan, as well as Malus and Silver. So, everyone else is safe. But still...
It's okay.
I know what you're thinking. And you're right. We lost Malus and Silver. But we were able to save more than we anticipated. The overall outcome indicates that the cost was worth it.
Right. Don't think that way, Navia. One person might be saved at the expense of another, sure, but
I mean, it seems like Desiree to
we
me.
should ever consider a trade. Malus and Silver were not the price for saving anyone. They're heroes.
You're right.
I usually stream at 6 p.m. from me, Eastern time. I don't know what that is for you guys, but it's the same time I started streaming today.
I'll remember your words.
I've been trying to do the ad reminder thing so that you guys can click on that and get a notification when I'm, like, about to go live. What the fuck?
The knave? What are you doing here?
Is everything going well on your side?
Yes, my people are carrying out the mission according to your request. All the residents of Poisson have been evacuated, and we're preparing to relocate them to higher ground. As for these supplies, we have everything taken care of. There is no need to worry.
Thank you very much.
Wait, do you two know each other?
We just met recently. Right, Miss Navia?
Usually, I would call this a coincidental encounter. That doesn't quite fit this time. Besides, it never even crossed my mind that a Fatui Harbinger would come looking for me. Thanks to the Knave, Spina di Rosula received generous support from the Fatui, which allowed us to complete the rescue and evacuation work so quickly.
Mutual aid is essential to fostering positive
Don't pull an all-nighter.
We were already in the area, in any case, so it was nothing. That said, I must say that you're a lot sharper than you let on. I'm sure you understand what I mean.
All of my streams are always posted on YouTube, so even if you miss it, you can watch the entire thing on YouTube whenever you want to. They're all posted.
Before, and it's extremely important for us to know who we're working with. My subordinates have reported that Fatui soldiers have been observing water levels and taking head counts in various locations. I hear that they've also prepared a large amount of emergency supplies. I'm quite surprised.
This is nothing to brag about, nor do I intend to. It is simply the way of powerful organizations to act forcefully, whether they are doing good or ill.
For me, it's 9:42 p.m. right now.
As I've told this traveler before, I know of the prophecy, and I intend to prevent the impending disaster. Lending your organization a hand was a natural first step in accomplishing that. As such, do not be troubled by this token of our sincerity. Perhaps one day, you'll also be able to help me in the same way.
Without your
I know,
help,
it is more fun
there would have
live.
been many more casualties.
21 is 21-9.
I won't forget your kindness.
Furthermore, I sincerely regret
I don't know,
what
military
happened to
time.
Malus and Silver. I only wish that my
Yeah,
people
it
could
is
have
9,
arrived
yeah.
a little earlier
Almost
to
10.
prevent this from happening.
Don't say that. You and your subordinates did everything you could.
My brain is also turning off too. I had a really rough day at work, and then we've been streaming like literally since I got off work too, so my brain is like, ugh.
Price paid for other salvation. They chose to become heroes themselves. I've never liked hearing people put it that way. It's like trying to relieve pain by saying some noble-sounding words. But right now, there's nothing more suitable. They really did become heroes.
You're right. I'm sorry for your loss, Miss Navia. Water is life to Fontaine's people, and it also spells disaster. It's no wonder that people always say that prophecies represent fate. Fortunately, I've never been one for such opinions.
So, you're one who will try to change fate then?
Of course. That is why I'm going to Hotel Bouffe de Thé. I still have some things to take care of, and the children need my attention. By the way, traveler, Paimon, one more thing.
Alright, then we'll just... Huh? This isn't right. Paimon thought you would ask us to walk with you for a moment so you could tell us something in private.
That is a clever and useful conversation technique, which I do like to use when necessary. But there's no need today. It would not hurt to have Miss Navia listening in. Traveler, I'm sure you remember that I said we could work together when we had the chance. You and I both know that there may be issues with the Primordial Sea. Previously, it was the Fortress of Meripede's sluice gate, and this time it was the water levels in Poisson. These are both signals. Indeed. Allow me to share the latest intel I've received from the House of the Hearth's intelligence network with you. During some recent investigations, a child claimed to have discovered some ruins near Poisson. The ruins date back to ancient times, and seem to be worth investigating in many ways. Judging by the dating of the ruins, they may be related to the the coming crisis. The situation is becoming more urgent, so any pertinent information will prove extremely precious. My people initially came to prepare for ruin exploration. Unexpectedly, this disaster struck. And at present, we're all busy prioritizing the rescue effort.
So that's why the Fatui were already in Poisson.
I wanted to take the children along, but unfortunately, Linny, Lynette, and Fremine have all been dispatched to higher ground to assist affected residents. Linny told me that outside of the house, the person they trust most is you.
Aww.
Which is why I want to give you this task. The House of the Hearth's members see each other as family, but Linny, Lynette, and Fremine said that they also see you as such, even though you are not from the house. I'm sure you already understand how earnest they consider their friendship with you to be.
Oh, that somehow makes Paimon feel kinda happy.
The intel I just shared about the ruins could fetch a high price. But since the children consider you family, it's only natural that I freely share it with you.
Got it! So all we gotta do is go to some ruins, right? We can handle that.
Excuse me, but may I tag along?
You wish to join, Miss Navia?
But are you sure you're up to exploring some ruins?
Ow. I gotta get off here in a second, you guys. Ryan's home.
I'm sad, yes.
I gotta go make Din Din.
I can't just go back and plop myself into a chair by the roadside and do nothing. There's no point in being depressed while we still have a disaster on our hands. As my father's successor, I must live up to the hopes he had in me. Besides, I'm also doing this for myself. I need something, a distraction, to keep my mind off Malus and Silver.
Since you put it that way, I have no objections. What do you say, traveler? All right.
Oh my god.
The ruins are to the south of Poisson. Here's the map.
You guys hear my dog, like, literally breathing into the microphone? Ryan is holding him up to the microphone right now. Yes. We will start exploring these ruins tomorrow. And then, like I was saying earlier, we'll work on it all night tomorrow until I have to get off. And then if there's anything I don't finish tomorrow, I will for sure finish it up on Friday. So, yeah. We will definitely finish it before the weekend. But I'm going to hop off. Thank you guys for hanging out with me for like 4 hours. And I will talk to y'all tomorrow.